Good evening, late afternoon, whatever it is, wherever and whenever you're watching this video. My name is Wckdtrb. I'm joined by the Enforcer, Falconic FF. Falconic, how are you?
Hey, Will, I'm doing fantastic. We are also joined in the booth here, well, not the booth, but tracking, by Demarin, the White Mage. How are you?
White Mage Demarin. Speaking of White Mage's Force, Falconic, look at these names on the screen. What are we doing?
I've never seen him before in the showcase. I think we might be doing a newbie race?
Absolutely love it. A lot of people are calling this a newbie match. This is a gigantic match. There's a dozen people in this SRL match. We've only got 4 on the screen right now. We've got NeonGray in your lower left-hand corner, Whappy in your upper left-hand corner, Wckdtrb in your upper right, Zanth in the lower right-hand corner. New player showcase. Anyone who's watched any of our videos here, you hear myself, you hear Falconic talking about how great our community is. This is how great our community is. These are new players, these are new people that have joined our community recently, most likely through the 2018 spring tournament, and they want to play ball, Falconic, and so we're giving them the field.
Yeah, they want to join in on the fun. They've seen what we've had to offer, and they figured, you know what, time to figure out if I can hang, if I can do this with you guys, and here they are. They've joined since the tournament started, so these are the people that, much like yourselves out there, have watched us play and decided, yeah, let's give it a shot. So here they are, first restream for a lot of these people. Swiss flags with a little bit of a kick up to the EXP, a little bit easier here. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am absolutely pumped. This is something that myself and Falconic have been working on for a little bit. We did a new player matchup last week. About a week ago, it was a pretty big success. Next thing you know, the amount of people that want to play has essentially tripled. There were some people that couldn't make it. There were some people that did make it. There's people, actually, they're lined up out the door right now. They're waving tickets. We couldn't let them in here right now. Like I said, it's a dozen people. These are players that you have not seen before that I got a feeling that you're going to see a lot of in the future.
Yeah, I mean, some of these people, I do recognize their names because of the challenge seed, and I know that they've got the potential to kind of turn up that dial and make their names well known. We'll see how they handle Swiss. You know, I'm not a fan of Swiss. I think it's a little weird, but I'm also a weird one myself. So I think you're going to find that these are names that are going to be out there for sure, and we'll see how they handle this.
Multiple racers off stream. We'll update you on them as we go, but here we go. New player race. It's the original Swiss seeds plus a little bit of juice. White Magic, Invisibility 2 in the first slot. Red Mage learnable. Ooh, not much other than Bane in the Black Magic shop.
I'll take Warp and Confused for carry as well, though.
I like Warp a lot. A lot of different party makeups. Upper left-hand corner of your screen. Whappy, going with the standard set of light warriors, a rainbow party is what we call it. Wckdtrb, upper right-hand corner of your screen. Going with the Wckdtrb special, double red mage. I like it.
Double red mage. Since we're doing a newbie race here with new runners, why don't you take a little bit of time here while we got a little bit of shopping going on to explain maybe the benefits of a rainbow party versus a double red. Why a rainbow?
I like double red for its offensive ability to go ahead and take it out. This is the Swiss flag set we're talking about. Right around 90 minutes, a little bit less was kind of the average. And to make it happen, it was my opinion that you needed to take out the enemies, take them down. A dead enemy cannot hurt you. I learned that from a great player once. His name was Artea. He's just returned to the league in Final Fantasy here somewhat recently. And learning from a player like that, you almost can't go wrong. But the benefits would be a very strong black magic and a decent selection of white magic early, and you aren't going to get really past level 6 anyway. So double red mage it is for myself.
So there you go. Offensive power with double red mage. With the white mage, you have the safety of a potential fade that might be out of the red mage's hand, maybe an exit. Where do we have Whappy right now? Is he making his push up to TOF while everyone else is playing a little bit safe, taking some fights?
Looks like people are, most players are playing it pretty safe here. Whappy's lost. He had the white mage in the second slot there, but he's making his way to the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Wckdtrb is the first of our players to make it to the Temple of Fiends, right behind his Whappy. Off stream, we've got Shadow Walker. We've seen him recently. He won a recent match. He beat me yesterday in an SRL race. He's just taken out Garland. Tarnin, we've seen before. Another new player. He's on his way to Garland. Specty's in this. The adversary is in this, Falconic. Moist Mogwai is here. Lyra, SRL. We got a whole bunch of people. I am so excited.
Oh, yeah. We have, looks like Crown from King and Tail from Princess. Okay. All right. So not the best items to find too early. The Crown's nice. The Tail, always nice to have, but, you know, maybe you kind of hope for that a little bit later.
I think maybe it's time for a little bit of a hike west. Maybe.
Well, you don't have the bridge yet, so you do have to go hit up the Dwarf Cave. Whappy looks like not too happy with his levels there. He's going to continue to grind outside. And Neon had to take a reset.
Yeah, NeonGray, they had a tough time there. Hey, hold on. Did you see that? NeonGray walks out of Canary and walks down and around the forest, taking safe squares. Veteran move from a newer player of this game. NeonGray gets a veteran move from Wckdtrb.
Veteran move already, and I like it. Yeah, and that's just one of the many things you'll pick up just from watching races.
NeonGray using the Bane smell. Fell poison smoke all over the imps, taking them out. NeonGray moves to levels 2 and 3. We'll see if they go back and save. Continue to move forward. Meanwhile, Wckdtrb taking on some wolves, and Zanth taking on Garland. Zanth firing invisibility too. Going to play a little bit safe here, and looks like Zanth is going to attack with Bane. Zanth with Bane from the Black Mage, poison smoke, and down goes Garland.
So you may find that during this race, Will and I might be a little bit more critical than normal, and it is not to disrespect any of these runners. It is strictly for learning. Will, on that one, Invis 2, not a bad play usually, but how often does Garland really hit you too hard? It's usually spells that surprise you, right?
Yeah, and it's very rare that Garland comes out with a spell or a skill, but playing it safe.
Yeah.
Made it through, it's okay. I certainly wouldn't have done it. But you're getting through, and you're definitely getting it done. Wckdtrb makes his way to the Dwarf Cave. Dragon armor.
Dragon armor in the Dwarf Cave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've seen a single party yet, unless I am missing the off streams, which I don't think I am. Everybody has a fighter, and everybody's going to get the tail, so that dragon armor comes into play.
Mm-hmm. E-Tap is joining us in chat. Can you imagine being E-Tap, Falconic, and seeing these names and being like, what is going on here?
Good luck. That man already has to deal with keeping track of all the spells, but now he's going to also figure out who the heck he's watching.
Yes, E-Tap, some fresh faces here. We're going to be seeing a lot of them. Like I said, a bunch of new players as well that are offline now. We're going to keep you updating on them. Shadow Walker right now seems to be in the lead at this point. He's fighting Astos in the Northwest Castle.
So if you guys have watched the tournament, try to recall back to the Swiss flags, not the bracket flags. Everything for the fetch quest is turned off. So if you turn in the crown to Astos, you're going to get the crystal. The crystal's going to give you the herb. The herb's going to give you the key. All those fetch quests are vanilla now.
Zanth is the first one to really set sail in the seas. Zanth has gone directly to Provoca. I like this play. I think this is the right play.
Yeah, free levels from the pirates, and you get to check out level 2 black and white magic. Cure 3 on the board already. What do we have in black 2? Fast. Fast and Zap.
Off stream, the adversary's just about to take out Garland. Moist Mogwai is in this race as well. She has just taken out Garland. Lyra SRL has taken out Garland as well. So the lead right now would be Zanth and Provoca, and off stream here, Shadow Walker, right around Elflin.
Yeah, Shadow, one of our newer runners that I think you and I both have determined is probably about as veteran as the newbies come. That's somebody you're going to keep an eye out for, because I guarantee you in the next tournament or league, they're going to be right in the mix with the veterans.
Mm-hmm. There's Demarine and Chet. Demarine coming out to help track, working with this new player broadcast here, along with myself and Falconic. Captain Green taking care of the restream. Certainly thank you for taking care of that. And Randomania, of course, for hosting us tonight and allowing us to come into the fans, into your home, Randomania fans and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. An absolute pleasure to be here as we enter the finals. The 2018 Spring Tournament. It is the franchise. X Ice Blue has made it all the way through. Had to qualify through the play-in race, Falconic. He had to beat us in the play-in race to get there.
Yep, still a little bit bitter about that one, but he took top spot.
You know who else beat us in the play-in race?
Just about everybody.
Well, yeah, that too, but Edgeworth. In the finals, it is the franchise versus the kind of the man of destiny. Edgeworth, they played last year in the inaugural tournament. X-Ice Blue won that round to move on to the finals. Edgeworth in it the whole way. I remember watching that. That's going to start Tuesday night, I believe. Right here. It's right here on Randomania. It's your home for all the randomizers, 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
I think Ali posted a stat earlier. They're 16-14 in their best of 30. And unfortunately, Ice has taken quite a few of the last ones. So Edge has got that revenge on his mind, I'm sure. ETAP pointing out 2,300 for pro rings here in Elfland. So that's a pickup that you're definitely going to see. What, 8 absorb? Death resistance?
Yeah, death resistance. Equipable by any light warrior. Pro rings. Very, very important.
NeonGray trying to take out Garland. Does the Invis 2 as well. Bane's going out. Ineffective twice. Not discouraged. Going to try it one more time. See if we can get that off. Slab pickup from Vicky.
Where to now, Falconic? We got the ship. We head to Provoca. You pick up the slab.
Well, it's not my fault. I didn't roll this seed. But you've just seen what you've got from Vicky. Unless Matoya's holding something really awesome, I think somebody rolled a Marsh seed.
It looks like this game is going to be ship and TNT required. We do not have the canoe. Our players are probably starting to realize that right now. This is a very low probability of this happening. Of course, this happened to me twice during the Swiss rounds, but again, these are newer players. It's designed to be straightforward. You can see Whappy right now headed towards Northwest Castle, looking to turn in that crown. It looks like Whappy is going to go ahead and try to get the Mystic Key to try to dig out the TNT to expand the world without access to that canoe.
You hope so. You get the Mystic Key because you got the crown earlier, so you kind of make that trek back and forth and back and forth. If one of the key lock chests doesn't have either your canoe or the canal, Marsh Cave is on the table.
Yeah, it'll definitely be the TNT per the Swiss set. But that is what it will be. We're talking key lock chest right now, or potentially the Marsh Cave. Level 3 magic. Exit available. White magic level 3, and there was a Force White Mage. All runners have got to be happy to see that, especially once they realize that this seed very well could be Marsh Cave required. Who rolled this?
I'm not sure, but unless we see Nuke level 5 or below, or 5 or above, I think Red Mage might have been the play here over a Rainbow Party.
Exit is in that 3rd slot. It's Red Mage. There it is! There's level Nuke. 4 Black Magic!
Level 4 slot 2.
So at this point in time, Wckdtrb, good shape. 2 Black Mages, both with Exit. Both are going to have Nuke. You're going to need some levels to get a few charges and really, really utilize that. You're going to need to realize and make a decision, Falconic. What are you doing here? Are you tuning in the crown and doing the quest for the Mystic Key? Or are you going downstairs?
No, okay, I say you have to, right? But I think a few of these runs are going to prove us wrong. I think the veteran move is to track down the key and open some chests, right?
Yeah.
But I lost that race yesterday badly because I didn't do Marsh, and guess what was in Marsh? Progression. So I don't know. You can go one of two ways. You can track down the key here and hope that what you need is behind the key lock. But if somebody decides to hold off on that and go Marsh, like Zanth on the bottom right, if what you need is in Marsh, Zanth all of a sudden has the biggest lead of the game.
Huge lead if it pays off. Zanth is going to be the first one of any player in this race to dive into the Marsh Cave. Zanth heads directly north. We don't know if Zanth has any exit charges. I don't think he does at this point. That would be a good thing to have.
With
off
those
stream.
Go ahead.
Off stream, our clear leader is Shadow Walker. Shadow Walker has the Mystic Key. Following the route that we just talked about, the same one that Wckdtrb is on. Tarnin off screen is on that route. Looks like Adversary's working on that route as well, so that looks like it's the play. NeonGray has their ship a little bit behind right now. Had a little bit of trouble with Garland, a little bit of trouble with the Wolves. NeonGray making the exact same play as everyone else, headed over to Provoca.
Yeah, I think if there's one upside to the Swiss flags in my mind, it's that if you make the right gamble, you can suddenly go from last place to first. So does NeonGray make the right gamble choosing Key or Marsh?
Zanth has made it to the top of Marsh Cave. Again, first person into Marsh Cave. Zanth picks up a pro ring, immediately goes to equip that. We just talked about it, Draconic. That's a pretty good item.
Great item. A little bit unfortunate that in this seed they're pretty cheap, but I mean, that's 2K you don't have to spend, right?
Zanth immediately gets ambushed by the bones, red bones, and Crawl. Immediately resets. They have Cremate. Zanth realizes rather quickly. Now, here's the Marsh Cave for you. Unrunnables. You get ambushed. That's as much as I want to make this play. It makes it so tough. You still run into this stuff.
You do. I'd like to call the Marsh Cave Ice Cave Light, right? Because you're going to run into multiple versions of enemies. A lot of fights have 2 to 3 to 4 different types. Not as bad as Ice Cave, but when you're randomizing enemy scripts and everything like that, there's just so much of a high chance you're going to run into some nasty spells. So you hate to see it, but man, if Zanth digs something out of here and everyone else chases down that key quest, what a huge lead.
We're not going to spoil anything, fans, but we can tell you the TNT has been located. An off-stream runner has located it and is about to pick up their canal to move on in this game. Zanth, like we said, is the first player to get to Marsh Cave. It runs into another unrunnable. You can see the hesitation in Zanth. How should I attack this? I want to get through this. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? Bane? Am I going to do Fire 2? Looks like he's going to fire Bane to try to get through this unrunnable.
Yeah, no cast of Fire 2 there. Feels pretty bad, but Bane's a good spell. You just have to hope it lands. So it's interesting. Off stream, we seem to have a pretty good mix of where everyone's at. Some people Northwest Castle, some people for Provoca. Looks like some Matoyas.
Pretty similar to what we have on stream as well. Zanth can't get through here. That's 2 shots. Zanth has given in. I think this is a good move based upon levels, HP, unrunnables, people, enemies ambushing you. Zanth is leaving, giving up on it. I think that's a good idea. Zanth is headed directly north right now to turn in the crown and fight Astos. I think this is a good adjustment. This is a... You know what? I'm spinning my wheels. I need to do something else. I might be getting a little too deep right here. I'm going to back out.
7 times out of 10, I agree with you. This is one of those times I don't.
Really?
I think that you've spent a little bit of time. You dug up top marsh. Almost. I think maybe you try to go a different tactic at the Marsh Cave. Maybe instead of a reset, you do a power reset, a hard cycle. Okay. See if you can get a better encounter table. You made the decision, I'm going to do Marsh before I did the key. I think you give it 4 or 5 shots, maybe. And 2 or 3 feels bad, you're wasting time. But man, if that decision pays off, if something is down there, you win, right? Like, you just have such a huge advantage. But yeah, I do agree, at some point, you have to stop.
Yeah, I just given all the enemies, the ambushing, Zanth needs levels if he's going to make that play. He needs access to that exit that he has, using that Bane very effectively. That's what Zanth is doing right now. Zanth is fighting enemies outside of Northwest Castle. I would assume that Zanth is going to get to a more comfortable level, hopefully with spell charges, and then take on Astos.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the play that you and I would have been the key check, but if you make the Marsh Dive, make the most of the Marsh Dive.
Zanth realizes this. Starting to head back toward Alpha now. I believe Zanth is out of spell charges. Realizes this. Has to go back to the inn. So this is a good play here. Wckdtrb is now raiding the Canaria Castle lock chests.
Picks up the TNT. So there's your progression. So you're going to take the TNT over to Dwarf Cave. You're going to get your canal. My question to you, Will, is you've got your canal. Where to?
I would head directly to Crescent Lake because essentially that's going to give you the canoe. I want to go to Earth Cave, Falconic. I want to make that play so bad. The correct play would be to head directly to Crescent Lake, and more than likely the item from the Sages is the canoe. I'd probably make that play in this scenario.
Yeah, I think so. Canoe is more than likely at the Sages, but man, have you and I not both seen plenty of seeds where Vorpal, Mazmoon, Opal Bracelet, something really, really good is hiding where people don't check.
An extra ribbon. There's 3 ribbons in the game. You know, you get an extra ribbon against an opponent or multiple opponents, it could mean everything.
I think fortune favors the bold, and the bold move is to, if I'm racing somebody like Artea, somebody like Edgeworth, somebody like Ice, I know I'm not going to beat them step for step, routing perfect, right? You're just not going to beat those guys. So how do you play them? You make bold decisions. What more of a bold decision than to go Earth before Crescent?
Who does that? I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, yes, sir. Zanth taking a few more fights outside of Crescent Lake, looking for ogres and creeps, trying to get the HP and the levels that we talked about. Wckdtrb is now raiding Temple of Fiends.
I like this. It's 3 chests, though. But what if something's here?
Yeah. Take the time. Does Wckdtrb, did he save back at Canaria? To where if he finds some stuff that he doesn't like, while gargoyles are giving it to him a little bit, can he reset back out and get out of here? Oh, 36,000 gold.
Lots of money. Yeah, lots of money. And again, just to point out with the newbie race, Will just mentioned, the smart play is to save either halfway at the split between here and Dwarf Cave or at Canaria, so that if you find something you don't like, just hit reset. Don't walk it out. Don't walk out 20 gold.
Magius of the aforementioned Magius Passage has joined us. This is a new player race, Magius, for players that have joined the community somewhat recently. Never got a chance to enter the tournament. So we've got about a dozen or so players in here in a live SRL race, and we went ahead and took the Swiss flags that, you know, certainly everyone watched for, you know, a little over a month, and put a little bit more juice into them for the new players, and randomly selected 4 people to be restreamed, and we're playing an Ice Blue production.
Ice Blue production indeed. So it looks like we're going to have our ship, our canal. It's going to be fun. Do you make the safe play, which I think a lot of our veterans would make? Do you go straight to Crescent, pick up your canoe, in which case, what, Ice Volcano? You can make that decision later. Or do you do Earth? Earth could have all the goods.
Zanth went and got a couple of those levels that we talked about that we thought he needed. Zanth has returned to the Marsh Cave now, lower right-hand part of your screen. Does it pay off? We're going to find out. We're going to find out if Zanth continues to spin his wheels, how it was that he adjusted. My question to you, Falconic, do you think Zanth forgot he's got the crown?
No, I don't. No. I think Zanth is... Okay. I think Zanth is hoping to see the thing that no runner ever wants to see. I think Zanth is hoping that there is a loose ruby and that Sarda has the floater.
Super Red Jack joining us in chat. Always a pleasure to see you, Super Red Jack. Falconic, Super Red Jack says he saw a ribbon. I didn't see one.
Wicked on the tracker. Demrin, hot as always.
Oh yeah.
Has marked a ribbon for Wicked, and that must have come from
Dwarf Cave.
Dwarf Cave. Dwarf Armory, more than likely. So that's a ribbon that anybody with the key is going to get their hands on.
NeonGray taking on Astos. It was Astos all along. The Dark Elf was masquerading as a king. NeonGray takes the crown, hands it over to the king, finds out it's Astos, and is in a little bit of a battle with Astos now. Whappy has the Mystic Key. Whappy starting to raid Elflin Castle in its keylock chest. Wckdtrb is the first of our featured players out of the Inner Sea. He's made his way to Melmond.
And I like it. You could make the argument that Melmond is not worth a check until you have the slab, because you don't have the levels for the gear. But what if you find the gold bracelet cheap, right? Yep. Or in this case, silver. Not too bad. 5 or is that 912? Not too bad.
Notice on the upper left-hand side of your screen, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 gold, 4 pro rings for Whappy. Right side of your screen, Wckdtrb, because Wckdtrb made that silly little play that a lot of people would call silly, Look at all that money, 60-some thousand gold from one chest in Temple of Fiends. I think that was a very good play and a very good move. And if you didn't like it, you could just reset out and moved on.
Yeah, that's a huge play, especially what if we get our way to Crescent Lake and we get the Sage item, but what if the vendor item's there for 50k and Wicked's the only one that can afford it?
Right. NeonGray, in a battle with Astos, fires off Bane, poison smoke hits. NeonGray has their crystal now to return to Matoya. Saves, pauses, and saves right outside. New player what? They've been watching us, Falconic. This is trouble.
Not only watching, they've been playing in a couple of the oddball challenge races, so we'll see how it translates. And I think everyone agrees with me, right? Because I'm never wrong. The challenge seed does not equal Swiss, and this is Swiss. This is a whole different monster.
It is. Apples and oranges, they're both fruit, but they are completely different. We can tell you, fans, that off-stream, myself and Falconic were talking about it just a minute or two ago about an early Earth Cave dive that no one else does, that we do. A player off-stream is making an Earth Cave dive.
Oh, I love it. I love that move, especially, it just takes one item, right? It could be 65k gold, it could be Opal Bracelet, it could be Mazmoon early. It could bite you, though.
Zanth finished raiding the top of Marsh Cave, took some fights, did everything he could to get 2 charges of exit. Uses 1 charge at the first run, dives back in, hits another unrunnable, resets. This is good, sound strategy here from Zanth. 2 exit charges, reset until you get a good run. Now he's already in the second floor.
Yep. And we just saw that the Sages in Crescent Lake give the bottle. So Whappy about to find out that he is going to get a ribbon from the Dwarf Lock Chest here, the Dwarf Armory. Canal, he's got his progression. We've got Zanth going bottom marsh. If you're Zanth here, if you're a fan of Zanth, you really have to be putting all your chips on the fact that something important is down here.
Falconic, it's ruby required. The Sarda has the canoe. This is a ruby required seed. There's 2 places left. There's 2 places left. Zanth is there, one of them right now. Potential huge play for Zanth. If he digs out the ruby, he has no clue. He won't realize this for a long time. If he's able to dig the ruby out of here, the ruby will lead him to the canoe with Sarda. Unless I'm wrong, which I don't believe so. So that's why our other players are heading to Earth.
I know why you say that. Can you explain why you say that?
We talked about it just, again, a minute or two ago. I said the Circle of Sages was going to give the canoe. It almost kind of can't not give you that. Well, of course it didn't. An Ice Blue production pops up. There's only one accessible NPC left at this point, and that NPC is Sarda. And Sarda is behind a lock, which is called the Ruby, and you need to dig out a ruby. And right now, there's only 2 places you can go for it. 1, the Marsh Cave, or 2, the Earth Cave.
Or... and I hate to, and you're completely right up until now, but we have ship, we have canal, we have access to on-rack for a potential vendor item.
Right, but the canoe cannot be a vendor item. It is within limitations of the ROM and the way that it's built. You'll never see the ship as a vendor item, the bridge, or the canoe. I believe there's another one as well. Nits or Meridian, if you're out there and you can hear us, I think there's another item as well. So that's how I know that it is. However, it could be the ruby. You're right.
What if the ruby is the vendor item? Yep.
So the vendor item could be the ruby located in on-rack. Oh my. Do you take that gamble? So, Falconic, you're the one who realized it. I wouldn't have thought of that for a while. Do you head north, look for that item? If it's there, work on it. If not, reset and jump back?
Do I? No, I make the Earth Cave dive.
Earth Cave dive?
Because I'm not good at this game. But I make the Earth Cave dive and I try to find it. I'm also the type that in a normal race would do a Marsh Cave dive.
Right.
This would be the seed that would bite me because I'm going to call it... oh, there it is. So Zanth.
Oh my gosh.
Zanth finds the ruby in bottom marsh, top left chest.
Wow. Wow.
There you go. 2 veterans just said they wouldn't do it, and Zanth just made a fool of us. Wow.
Ruby required seed. We are keeping track, like I said, of all the other players off stream. Zanth, I can tell you this, is the only player to jump into Marsh Cave. Zanth is the only player with the Ruby. Advantage, Falconic lead at this point? Zanth.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't care what anyone else has done. Zanth went Marsh when we said everybody else was going to go key. You've got the Ruby. You're going to get the Canal, which I think they haven't gotten yet, right? Because they haven't gotten TNT. But when they do, when they piece that together, you're going to go straight to Sarda. You're going to get your Canoe. Canoe opens up the rest of the world.
Wckdtrb now heading to Northwest Castle and its 3 locked chests. NeonGray's in the ship sailing around. Off stream, Moist Mogwai has her Mystic Key. She's moving around. The adversary is in Melmon, translating the slab. Lyra SRL off stream is checking that big chest in Temple of Fiends for the big gold. She's gonna be happy when she sees that.
Yeah, what was it, 30-something K? Yeah, I'll take that every day.
I'll take 2. Wckdtrb is going to be our second player to dive into the Marsh Cave. Right around the same levels, a little bit higher than Zanth. Remember, the White Mage's 4, so each player should have exit 2 to 3 charges at this point. NeonGray has made their way to Canary Castle, has dug out the TNT. Zanth is healing in Marsh Cave. I believe Zanth has cleared this except for maybe 1 chest just to the right. But I see Zanth looking in different things, not quite sure the map layout of Marsh Cave.
Yeah, this is where routing in Marsh Cave comes in handy. Do you know where the chests are? So, to give you an idea, and we do have maps posted, we're going to put this on our website here soon. You skip top left. You've got second row, 1 and 2, third row, 2 and 3, and then first row, the 4th one. And that makes no sense saying it out loud. I'm so sorry. But he's got 1 chest to the right of the wizard room here, and then go all the way top right.
Zanth figured it out. It took a little while. Like, we talked about this. That is what this is for. You want to play this game and you want to be part of the community, we want you. We want you here. We put this match together, randomly drew who would be featured here, and if you want to play, we want you to be with us. We will support you, we will help you. You just heard Falconic talk about the maps. Falconic's actually in charge of making maps of where to go and what is the best routing that you can take.
Yep,
off stream,
side project there.
Off stream, our 3rd player has entered the Marsh Cave. It is Moist Mogwai has entered the Marsh Cave.
Atta girl. So we know, I don't know that she knows, but we know that Moist is there. She's going to pick up, hopefully, if she checks the right rooms, because it is all about knowing which rooms have chests, and this place is deadly. Are you going to, and it looks like she's checking some linked chests, but she hasn't gone top, it looks like. So not a bad thing, I guess.
Yeah, good thing. Off-stream Tarnin, a very good player. You're going to be seeing that name pop up a lot, fans. Tarnin has made the play that we talked about. He took the ship and he went north to Onrak, looking for the vendor item.
So the question is, was the vendor item there, or is it Gaia?
The tail?
The tail we got from Thera.
Okay, yeah.
Moist Mogwai picks up the ruby in Dwarf. Does she continue to check? She does.
Does she realize the importance of it? That's the question.
You have to... This is weird, right? Because veterans like yourself and I, we've played so many other seeds since Swiss.
Oh gosh, yes.
You probably disregard a pickup like that. But going back to Swiss seeds, finding a loose ruby like that is a huge pickup. It's huge. Especially because you haven't seen Canoe or Floater yet.
Joining us in the chat, Fantasy Gamer 82, good friend of mine. Thank you for joining us, Fantasy Gamer. Welcome to the new player stream here, Final Fantasy Randomizer. Quick break before we start the finals. X-Ice Blue and Edgeworth. Best 2 out of 3. It starts Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here. It's on Randomania, your home for all Randomizer.
Alright, so Zanth after picking up the ruby, back at Elfland, saving, should be making their way. We've got Crystal. They're going to do the Matoya trip, back to the Prince. We're going to get the Mystic Key. We're going to switch back over. We'll pick up the TNT. I think we saw that Canaria locked, right?
Yes, TNT is locked in Canaria. A ribbon is locked in Dwarf Cave.
So almost vanilla with the TNT lock there. That'll lead us to Ribbon.
Yeah.
We'll get the canal. The more important thing is right now Zanth is the first one that we know of, unless I'm wrong, that when they put the easy pieces together has the ruby and can check Sarda.
Zanth's starting to do, looks like the key quest. Wckdtrb is in the key locked area of Marsh Cave.
I like that check. You've got the key. You're already there.
Do it.
Do it. Moist Mogwai makes her way out. Lyra is out of the inner sea. Where is she going? Is she is heading out of the inner sea and going to, I believe, Melman. We've got Adversary. We've got Shadow Walker, both in Earth. No Rod yet, though.
No, off-stream Shadow Walker, the Adversary. I believe Specty is in the Earth Cave. Quite a difference off-stream than we have here on-stream. Hello, Ruby Required Seed. Welcome, everybody, to Final Fantasy Randomizer. Please don't hate me. Don't break your controller. We're going to have a good time. I think we're going to see all these faces and all these names for quite a while. These are some really good people. All the people that we've talked about here that are in this match.
Oh, yeah. Everyone you see on the stream right now, every single name, plus I would say a good majority of the off-stream runners are people that are... They're newer than I am. I joined just before the tournament. Every name you see here is somebody that joined after the tournament.
Shadow Walker off-stream has expressed interest in working with myself and Falconic and working on the broadcast. Moist Mogwai has tracked more races than I can count. Lyra SRL off-stream has helped track. So we have people that are already being involved and want to be a part of this, and that's because they obviously love the game, but they took a step forward, joined the Discord, said hello, and realized what a great community this is, and how hard the dev team works, and just really how great it is. And I can't encourage you more. If you're even thinking about playing, or if you want to talk about it, we have people in the Discord that don't even play the game. I mean, how many times does that happen?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Hey, Will, I want to point something out, and I think you might be the one that has to do it.
Oh, no.
I think Moist Mogwai off-screen has the TNT, has already done the key quest, has the ruby. Did we just get a new leader if Earth Cave gives nothing?
Shadow Walker is trailing behind Moist Mogwai on her heels, but
Moist has made her way out, yeah.
Zanth has made the choice to check the keylock chest, which is fine. That play is completely and totally understandable. I would do the same thing, more than likely.
You have to in this scene, for sure.
So we gave an early lead to Zanth. We think that has shifted. I'm going to agree with you, Falconic, to Moist Mogwai right now, but I've got a feeling off-stream Shadow Walker's his foot is on the gas. And so we're going to see how it is that works out. Meanwhile, Whappy and Wckdtrb continue their check of the Marsh Cave. Wckdtrib's lost his fighter.
That's not the one you want to lose. But picks up the ruby. Picks up the ruby. And again, we're not criticizing, but Wckdtrb picks up the ruby in top left. That's a linked chest.
Linked chest, yeah.
Typically, you would skip that chest because it's the top left. If you go one row down and one room to the right, there are two chests that have that same item. So it doesn't normally make sense to do that. Of course, in this one, they picked up the ruby. They're very, very happy. Everything's great. But you normally skip that.
NeonGray has made their way to Crescent Lake. Fade, Life, all available in level 6. NeonGray is about to find out the sad news that the item in the Circle of Sages is the bottle. Can NeonGray figure out where and what to do next? We're going to find out. Zanth about to turn in the TNT and check the keylock chest. Wckdtrb is leaving the Marsh Cave now. He's done there. Moist Mogwai is going...
She's going Sarda. And I love it. She's got the ruby. Did we find anything in the Earth Cave that made that dive worth it?
I didn't see anything of note. I did not see that, no. Our new leader is off stream. It's Moist Mogwai. She's the first player here. We're going to call it the 37-minute mark to enter the Titan's Tunnel, Ruby in hand, and head to Sarda, which we certainly do believe essentially has to be the canoe.
Well, hold on. Specty off stream is past the vampire, has the rod. Where did the rod come from? Making their way to Lich. They're 1 floor behind Lich. Did the rod come from vampire? Specty has the rod.
ETAP is saying the rod might have been the vendor item. I believe Specty went north to Onrak.
That's a huge turn, right? We were saying that maybe Moist has the lead because she was the first one to kind of piece together the key quest and the Ruby in Marsh. But if Specty found the rod, which he did, and he's able to take out Lich, I think that's the lead. But the question is, how long until Specty goes Marsh?
Yeah, and you're right, and digs out the canoe. Moist Mogwai has picked up the 4 chest now and is still on her way towards Sarda. She exits Titan's Tunnel and she saves. She runs into an encounter, does not reset, and goes ahead and continues to take a fight there. Moist Mogwai is going to work on that more than likely. Wckdtrb, right on the heels of Moist Mogwai, now on stream here. Upper right-hand corner of your screen, headed to turn in the Ruby and head towards Sarda.
Wicked a little bit lost, it looks like, trying to determine where they want to go, checking out the map. This is perfectly fine if you're new.
Absolutely.
Be in select, pull that map up, get your bearings, go. I love it. I think it's a great move. You won't see a veteran do it because you know the map, but if you're not sure, there's no reason not to do it. It's a feature of the game. Pull it up, see what's there. I like the move quite a bit. Wicked about to find out exactly what Sarda's going to have here as well.
38-minute mark, we're going to call it. Moist Mogwai is in the lead. The first of our players is about a dozen of them in this match for new players with the canoe. Now what? Waterfall, ordeals, earth cave, volcano, ice cave. Those are all your options. Who knows? There's probably some more options as well. Take a look at your spells, Falconic, your levels. Try to do something that's most doable.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get a chance to see if Specty was able to take on Lich, but I can promise you that they were a 4 away, so we'll find out here in just a second if that orb's lit. If so, Lich probably wasn't too much of a, not a gatekeeper, but a problem. Because if you can take it out with this low level, with these spells so far...
NeonGray has entered the Marsh Cave. Now, NeonGray, put the pieces together. They figured it out, definitely for sure, knows where it is that needs to be gone. Zanth has joined the Feed the Titan Club, has figured out this is a Ruby required seed.
Yeah, and that's not easy at all. You get out of the Inner Sea and suddenly the whole world's open, but really it's only 2 or 3 spots open.
We tried to make it easy on him, Falconic. We did.
Yeah, you say that, buddy. You put
tried.
Swiss flags on this. That's not easy.
I tried.
Okay, so the canoe did come right from Sarda. So I believe Moist Mogwai has it. Looks like she's already back over at Northwest Castle checking the key lock chest. We've got Specty making... Where's Specty going? Back over to Canary area. Adversary, they're high-fiving. He's almost just outside Marsh. Lyra, where's Lyra? Fighting Peds. Down by Crescent Lake?
Yep, Lyra upstream is over at Crescent Lake, just found the bottle. I would think that Lyra's trying to figure out exactly what it is that's going on. It took us a minute or two to figure out what in the world was going on. NeonGray continues to dive Marsh Cave. You can see NeonGray waiting for that bat to get out of their way. The bat is fighting NeonGray. Now NeonGray gives up, runs away, runs into an unrunnable. This formation has given a few of our players a tough time here, this unrunnable formation.
I mean, you're going to find it, right? Because unrunnables are shuffled, so you really have no idea which ones are going to do it. So it's all a guess. We could sit here and talk till we're blue in the face. Which one's going to give the best chance of survival? Which one has the item versus chest density? At the end of the day, the randomizer is going to randomize. Good luck. So we're dealing with Swiss flags here. So incentivized locations, right? We know is going to be Ice Cave or Ordeals. We just picked up the canoe. That tells us that we're more than likely going to pick up one there. Where do you go? Do you make the ship trek to Ordeals, or do you take the canoe to Ice?
Based upon spells and based upon how wonky everything's already been, at this point, if I have my canoe right now, which a lot of players are starting to catch on at this point, we're 42 minutes in, with everything being all goofy, I'm going to the easiest place. I don't want to get any more behind if someone made what basically what you just said was the right choice to go somewhere, like Zanth did earlier. Castle Ordeals, I would think, is the play.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
Because it's short, right? And the enemies there, although they can be dangerous compared to Ice Cave, not even close.
Right.
Although, to be fair, I think your favorite enemies and my favorite enemies reside in Ordeals.
To clarify that, fans, Gargoyles are Falconic's nemesis, and my nemesis, the Man-Cats.
I do want to point out that earlier today, I got a screenshot from Mr. Wckdtrb himself. He was fighting a screen full of Gargoyles, and look where Wckdtrb is going. Wckdtrb, almost as if he's screen sniping, which of course he's not, heads to Ordeals because it's a smart play. Go there, it's short, it's an incentivized area, you've got the canoe. What are the chances your floater's going to be here? I love this move.
Take over, Falconic. Go ahead and finish your story about the screenshot you got from me this morning at 6 a.m.
Look what Wckdtrb is fighting. Screenshot from Wckdtrb had 6 Gargoyles and a screen full of stoned enemies. And that's because Gargoyles have multiple hits, much like Medusas and Man-Cats, and if they've got Stone Touch, every extra hit adds the percentage to land. Hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them. Here's what I don't hate, though, is this move from Wckdtrb, Whappy, making the same move. You say we're here watching a bunch of rookies, a bunch of newbies. So far, I'm not seeing it. We've seen Marsh dives. We have early Ordeals. They know what's up. They know exactly what's up.
I learned this is why you should go to Castle, or players are doing. I learned this 2 different ways. 1 from watching last year's champion, Crystal MTG, and 2 from listening to Edgeworth. 2 pretty good players that you can pay attention to and learn a lot from, and they both said the same thing. It looks like maybe our players have observed that and certainly taken that into account and made this play.
Yep. That being said, Shadow Walker off stream is in the Ice Cave, the other incentivized location. We're gonna find out on Wicked. He made his way through the teleporters. We're gonna find out real soon what that incentivized item is. Shadow's gonna tell us what's in Ice. Harnan off screen taking on Lich at the 45-minute mark. Not bad for your first orb. Cube is in Ice. So the cube is the vendor item in Ice, which means Wicked is more than likely about to dig up the floater.
You talked about this a little bit ago, Falconic. Where do you go and why and how much of it, is a crapshoot? He wanted that floater badly. I mean, badly off stream. Didn't get it. I would think he's going to revert now potentially to Volcano because it's closer. And that could potentially set that player back a little bit. Whereas if the floater's in Ordeals, you could have went to the right place. Or it could be in Waterfall. Well, they want to make that move.
Yeah, you could. We did just see Captain Hindsight 2020. Floater is in Ordeals. So you balance Ice versus Ordeals. They're both incentivized. But when you're a new player and you're joining this game, you have to kind of weigh your decisions. Which one's easier to take care of? Well, if that's the question, Ordeals is way easier because it's quicker, right? You can reset if you mess up the teleporters. Don't be scared of that. But more importantly, Ice Cave has the bigger selection of enemies, and it's far deeper, so it's way more deadly. Go Ordeals first. right? Why not?
And how about these newer players, newer to the community? Some are newer to the game itself. Moist Mogwai, I talked with the other day. She's been playing this game for 6 weeks. I've been playing it for 30 years. So, hats off, jumping in. Moist Mogwai's been restreamed before. And to these restreamers putting themselves out there on a stage, hats off to you. Because I know when I first played, I didn't want to be on any stage at all. Because I knew I was going to get my butt kicked. These people, all of them, volunteered. I'll do whatever it is that you want to do. I just want to play this game because I love this game. So that is just so awesome to go out there and go get them. And I'm telling you, the next tournament, we're going to see all these names in there, and they're going to do so much damage, they're going to knock me out, I guarantee it.
Yeah, it'll happen. Whappy and Moist Mogwai are... Well, Whappy reset. Did he warp instead of exit? Did he pick up the floater?
Did he skip maybe just the fight and just exit out and skip the zombie dragon fight?
Could have. They were on the same screen, so Whappy may or may not have. I think Dimron's got it. I think Whappy picked up the floater from Ice, or from Ordeals, exited. Moist Mogwai made her way through the teleporters, is about to find that. Tarnan looks like he's finally checking the 30k gold at the top right of TOFR. So we have, at the 47-minute mark, we have Wicked, that looks like that has finally dug up the airship. First one to pick that up, unless I'm wrong. And then you're going to have, what, Whappy about to do it here. Whappy's got his floater stone, and Moist in 3rd place. So,
yep. Moist Mogwai off stream is making a play right now, walking out of Castle Ordeals. I've done this. You have exit. You have a forced white mage. You have exit. You've got to use it. Most players have been able to utilize that, but sometimes you just forget every now and then. I've done it. I've forgotten the floater before when it was in my inventory.
And the cube. And the loot.
Come on, man. We're not going to talk about that.
Hey, to be fair, I'm Mr. Translate Your Slab, forget you have it, because after you do it, leaves your inventory, so we've all been.
And then head back to Mermaids, double checking it. Off stream, the adversary has figured out that it is a Ruby required seed. He's in the Titan's Trove headed towards Starter to pick up his canoe. Whappy is in the air, directly to Provoca. NeonGray translates their slab in Melmond. I think Whappy translated their slab as well. So, Zanth and Wckdtrb, they've both been to Melmond to my knowledge, but I didn't see either of them translate that slab. Could be a potential point here in the future, maybe a loop.
Could be. Where, forget the bias here, where's Moist going? She's got her airship. She did not go to Ice, which we haven't gone to Volcano. Is she stocking up? We've got Adversary picking up Sage or Sarda. He's got the canoe. Adversary has the canoe. Finally put 2 and 2 together, like you said. Ruby locked, has the canoe. Now has the decision, like we said earlier. Where do you go? We know that Ordeals has the floater. What happens if Adversary decides to go Ice and Volcano?
It's going to be tough. That's the crapshoot that we talked about. Veteran move here. Wckdtrb, upper right-hand part of your screen. The warp trick. Who says these players are new? Don't let them fool you. Uses the warp trick in Ice Cave to go ahead and pick up the cube. It looks like Wckdtrb's going to continue on. Maybe take some more chests here as Wckdtrb moves to level 10. Right behind Wckdtrb is Zanth, looking to get his cube now.
Yeah.
NeonGray has figured it out, Falconic. NeonGray has the ruby. He's going to turn it in.
And it's a smart play. Focus your your gaze to the bottom right. Look at Zanth. Will mentioned the warp trick. This is not something you can do in the regular game, but look at Zanth right now.
There it is.
You have warp. If you come from the top, go down through the hole, and then use warp, you're able to check all 3 chests, because warp takes you back to the floor you were just at. That's a play that all of us know how to do, but if you're brand new to this, if you've only played vanilla, that wasn't possible before.
Zanth and Wckdtrb both showing you they're here to play for sure. NeonGray's figured it out. They are about to pick up their canoe, open up that world a little bit more. Figured out that it's Sarda hiding the canoe. I think we only had Trenton. I see you in chat. You were the master of this. I think we had 3 of these types of games. In those, how many games are there? 120?
Too
Something
many.
like that? Yeah, too many, perhaps. I think there were 3 that I know of. We got a 4th. So, once again, welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer. My name is Wckdtrb. I am the Smooth Talker alongside the Enforcer Falconic. Together, we are the Game Changers, 2 members of Team Vorpal.
Here's something I appreciate. I appreciate you and Randomania and everyone that's helped make this possible. Here's what I don't appreciate. Frost D's having Stone Glance and Cremate.
Blizzard. They have Blizzard, too. Look at that move from Wckdtrb with the cure. There's Crack!
And Crack!
Oh, no! It's unrunnable.
It's unrunnable.
He's got to reset.
Got a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels so bad.
No, Zanth is on that same encounter. 2 Warrior Stone, but Zanth gets out of it. Zanth gets done what Wckdtrb could not. But what do? Do you check this other chest and take the trap tile again, or do you leave? You gotta leave. Get out of there.
No, I check it and then reset if it's not good. But I do not.
Exit.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I like that. I was going to say you check the left and reset, but exit with the ability to res everybody, but then leaving. Why leave?
Yep. Zanth is leaving. Zanth had 1 soft potion. Zanth never bought soft potions. I believe that one was found somewhere. I think it was in the Dwarf Cave. I don't know where. I'm actually just making that up. But Zanth found 1 soft potion and was able to use it. Zanth is leaving the Ice Cave.
So let's dissect that a little bit, though, right? You've got your key item, but we've already seen enough times in Swiss Flags where there's not incentive loose items, but there's items that could be required.
Mm-hmm.
Why leave?
You know, a lot of players did that. In Swiss, I'm okay with it. Other plays, other flag sets, no, I'm not. But that's just me. You're potentially in trouble. There are Frost Dragons on that floor as well. You had another encounter there. You're out of softs. You barely got through. I think that's a safe play to make.
Safe plays, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
okay.
It's safe. Yeah. Whappy has turned the bottle in, and Gaia picked up his Oxyale.
Moist Mogwai high-fiving Whappy did the same thing.
Offstream Specty has entered the Ice Cave. Potentially going to find out there was Frost Dragon trouble. Wckdtrb re-enters the Ice Cave. Whappy's headed to Lefane. Whappy looks like he's going to be the first player here in this entire race to potentially pick up the Chime and put the Mirage play on the table.
I like it. I mean, you know what it's going to turn into because it's a fetch quest. So you know you're going to pick up Chime from the slab. From the slab translation. The question now is, knowing that you're going to get the Chime, does that now, with the cube that we got from Ice, if they have it, does that push you towards Mirage Tower and potentially Floating Castle?
I'm taking a look at these trackers, Falconic. I don't see any weapons. I see 1 ribbon. I don't make that play yet. I mean, Fade is at level 6. Not quite yet. But speaking of plays, NeonGray, lower left-hand corner of your screen, went to Ordeals after the canoe. The correct play. NeonGray makes it. And NeonGray just vaulted themselves in front of multiple players that are off-stream by making this correct play. The easier dungeon like we talked about, NeonGray looking to pick up their floater.
I like it. NeonGray, new runner as well, knows to skip the top right chest because it's linked, and you're going to find it on the next floor. So if you're watching NeonGray screen, don't check the chest, right? Because you're going to do it, back to the start they go. But there's no reason not to check it. So if we're going to kind of give a little bit of an example here, that chest that you saw on NeonGray screen, if you just make your way through the teleporters, get to the next floor, at the bottom left, there's 4 chests. One of those is linked, but without a trap tile.
Zanth, lower right-hand corner of your screen, I believe wants to go to the volcano, but has decided against it. We do have players in the volcano off-stream, but no on-stream runners. I can tell you there's a little bit of rich stuff, as the Goonies would say, in the volcano armory.
Little bit. We have somebody off-stream going Waterfall.
Waterfall is in play off-stream. Looks like most of our players are in the air right now. Right behind them, NeonGray about to pick up their floater. Good shape here. 312 HP on the top lead light warrior for NeonGray. I like their levels for sure. Wckdtrb now heads back to Ice Cave.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a double back there. We're going to find out, hopefully, with the loose chest if something weird is there.
Oh, we must have missed it, Falconic. Wckdtrb must have wiped. Perhaps. We might have missed it. Certainly our apologies to Wckdtrb and you fans. Wckdtrb has grabbed the cube and exited. And headed directly to the volcano. I like it.
It's good play. You've already known ordeals. You have your airship. It feels really, really bad, though, to go to ice and not full clear it. I've done it too many times where something loose will burn you. Yeah.
Wckdtrb is the first of our featured runners to enter the volcano. We're nearing an hour. Welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer. New names, new faces, same game, starting to progress. We got a whole bunch of other stuff coming up. You've seen our exhibition races with Floor Shuffle, Entrance Shuffle. We're working on a few more surprises for you as well, fans. But right now, 2018 Spring Tournament Finals. The franchise, Ice Blue, taking on in a rematch from last year's semis, Edgeworth, the man I picked to win this tournament back before it ever started. Another rematch. They've played some 30 times recently. It's going to be great. Best 2 out of 3. It starts right here on Randomizer at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday, August 7th.
Ribbon in Volcano Armory, not a whole lot more. Whappy joins Moist Mogwai in Waterfall.
NeonGray in the lower left-hand side of your screen using Zap against an undead enemy, Zombo. Undead are... Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, how come that won't work?
It will work. It's time. Undead, like, spells against the undead, essentially they're immune to essentially everything except time, which Zap is. And Stop, I believe, is one of them as well. Status effects won't get them, but Zap will, because it will zap them into the 4th dimension.
As you talked, I realized I was confusing Quadax.
Quadax, yep. Very few enemies resist Quadax, Chaos being one of them. Nightmares, another one.
The loot has been found by one of our off-stream runners. That's not an important item though, right?
It's a little important. It's kind of required for the end game. Whappy finds the loot in Waterfall. Whappy's our second player in this entire match to pick up the loot from the Waterfall. Whappy elects to take the trap tile, gets a bunch of birds. Gonna go ahead and nuke them down, take those 6 chests, then exit out of here. Wckdtrb starting to raid the Cardia Islands. 4 different places from 4 new players being featured here tonight on Final Fantasy Randomizer. I kind of expected this, did you?
Yeah, no, I totally did. NeonGray finally finds the floater. They're going to be found here soon. You have to expect it, right? With these Swiss flags, there's 2 incentivized locations. But depending on what you find loose, Ruby, Crown, or I'm sorry, Canal or Ship or anything weird like that from the King or Sarah really throws you off your track. I'm not surprised one bit, but it's really all about how do you route it after the fact.
None of the players have entered the Sea Shrine. A few players have Oxyel in this match. None of our players have entered the Mirage Tower. A few of them have the Chime. Zanth, so far here on our featured screen, is the first of the 4 to enter the volcano. Has dug a ribbon out.
Looks like Wicked might be... Yep, Wicked is going to class promote.
Our lovely, lovely tracker, good friend of mine, Demarine, thank you for doing all the tracking tonight. Wckdtrb has 2 ribbons?
It's like 2. I didn't see where the second was picked up from.
Yeah,
we did get... Well, no. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Sorry. First ribbon was found in Dwarf Armory. Key lock. Second ribbon was found in Volcano Armory.
Okay. Wckdtrb, tail in hand, is headed... Not... Okay.
So now, Whappy making his way with the Oxale, it looks like he's going Kraken side. How do you feel versus the decision to go Kraken versus Mermaids here?
Kraken's definitely the play. Depending upon... It's really determined by flag set. On how many items that you're looking for progression-wise, or how much equipment that you feel you're going to have to get, and how urgent that you need it. You still got time here. You've got the Floating Fortress, you've got Mirage Tower, a few different options as well. You can always go back into the Mermaids. The play here, in my opinion, is Kraken. Because you're not needing any progression item because you know the flag set. But you would like to certainly find an endgame weapon, a defense sword for its roost casting ability, and obviously the endgame weapon, the game changer, the Vorpal, could really make this game change that quickly and make you put your foot right on that gas.
When you say Vorpal, do you mean the sword I just posted in chat? Or...
There it is.
It looks like,
changer.
According to Demarin, was the Mazmoon found on second floor Volcano?
Mazmoon.
Zanth side?
The versatile Mazmoon has been located, it looks like. Demarin, what's the update on that?
Where was the Mazmoon? The second best weapon in the game!
Best weapon for a White Wizard.
Rear double chest left side. I'm going to assume that means the 2 chests north of the armory.
Wow.
So great pickup for Zanth.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Up until TOFR, and then you want to throw that crap to the ground and put on the Vorpal.
NeonGray has made their way north to Gaia, turning in their bottle to get the Oxio. Off stream. Tarnin. No, excuse me, Specty. Specty, wonderful player, wonderful guy. We've had some great chats with him. Starting to dig Castle Ordeal, still looking for his floater. So he's going to look to get in the air sometime soon. Meanwhile, NeonGray flying around, looking to turn in their chime. Turn in their Finnish language and pick up their chime.
So Rod confirmed in on-rack, vendor item 20k. So 2 ribbons found, Maz is found. No sign of the Vorpal just yet, probably in the floating castle.
Very well could be. No sign of the Vorpal, no sign of the defense sword. None of our players here, I don't believe, have a ninja or thief ninja combination. The katana would be out of play. Power Gauntlet, still on the table. Adamant could become important. Adamant would turn into the Excalibur.
Look at this. Look off stream. You've got 1 runner in Sky, 1 in Earth, 1 in Sea Shrine, 1 in Volcano, and another in Ordeals. What a split.
It's just great. Fans having this raw feed and sitting back and watching these matches is just great. Shadow Walker off stream is in the greater than less than room. Lyra SRL off stream is in the Earth Cave.
Specty picks up the floater from Ordeals. Tarnin, Ice Cave, gonna pick up the cube. Lyra, like you said, Earth Cave. Adversary making his way in a little bit to Volcano.
Look at E-Tap, he's so on top of it, Volcanic.
Always.
Zanth has a thief. And the thief's name is Zanth. A little bit of inexperience from Zanth ran directly into a Grey Worm trap tile right here in this room as he picks up the opal gear there, and that's gonna happen. Learning that now Zanth is in trouble. Zanth is almost fully stun locked. 3 warriors have been paralyzed. The only one standing is the Black Mage trying to run, can't get away. Here comes Trance again from the Bulls. Zanth is fully stun locked, Falconic. He's in trouble.
And Fire 2.
Fire 2. Destroying Zanth. He's got all this work into here. He's got information, though. There goes Slow. But the White Wizard is standing. The White Mage is standing. What do you do? What's he gonna do? No Fade charges.
No.
Fire 2. Wipes out the Thief.
You got 2 ribbons.
2 again. Zanth is getting pounded by the Bulls in the Volcano. Can't get out of it. Continues to fight, trying to run. Fire 2 again. Just running. He got away, Falconic. Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you, ribbons. Thank you, ribbons, for that. Fire 2, Light 2. Stun touch, not fun. Not fun at all. Demery points out, though, as bad as that fight was, waters are unrunnable. Where might we see them again?
Waters unrunnable. The other formation would be waters as well. In the Temple of Fiends Revisited, that's going to come up later in this game. Wckdtrb is headed towards the mermaids, but it's taking a detour. Ran into a bunch of ghosts. The ghosts are giving it to Wckdtrb. Falconic, oh, they gave it to him good.
Little bit. Take a look over at Moist Mogwai. Look who's about to pull Kraken.
Moist Mogwai off stream is headed direct towards Kraken, the Fiend of the Water. Looking to be the first player to take out the Fiend of the Water. We'll update you on her. We'll let Falconic update you on her in just a moment. Wckdtrb now still trying to fight through with 3 Light Warriors in the Sea Shrine. Take it, Falconic.
So you've got TFC check here from Wicked. You've got Whappy checking the TFC floor. Or, I'm sorry, the Sharknado room. Moist Mogwai pulling Kraken. Let's see if we can get a little bit of information as to what's going on here on her side. Invis 2 is going out. Invis 2, we're going to get up that evasion swinging with the Knight. 2 hits, 10 damage, fast going off the Knight. Fire 2 from Kraken. Not too much damage. I think she might have Nuke from the Black Mage. 105. That's a low roll from the Nuke.
Wckdtrb has wiped to the ghosts. He's got to go back into Sea Shrine.
It feels bad, but it's Sea Shrine. You have to expect a wipe at some point, right?
Yeah. Lobsters with Basmoon, Demery?
Her favorite. Nuke from the Red Mage. 118. Low. Kraken was slow as well. Does not land on the melees. Nuke coming out from the Black Mage. 113. Really, really low rolls here, but plenty of Nuke cast from Moist Mogwai. She's thinking, what do you do? Cure 4s, heal 3s, what do you do? Kraken reaches out and touches the Red Mage for 353 damage. Bane coming out from the Black Mage does not land. No
right
extras.
Behind Moist Mogwai is Whappy. Whappy's on his way to Kraken. Moist Mogwai struggling to Kraken up.
No more Nuke cast. Zap coming out from the Black Mage. Doesn't.
She
hit!
It
does! She does!
Wow!
She zapped Kraken!
Off stream, Moist Mogwai has just exiled Kraken to the 4th dimension. We're gonna get a clip of that as best as we can. If anyone can get on that, please, if anyone's around, we'll see if we can get that up there. Moist Mogwai just zapped
Kraken. Wow! With no more nukes left, Black Mage out of spells, zaps Kraken.
Wow.
Wow!
Whappy taking on Kraken now. Look at Whappy. Whappy just got whapped by Kraken. Whappy's trying to fight back into Kraken with Fade now and fast. Kraken's tough this seed. Moist Mogwai was barely able to get through and take out the Fiend of the Water.
Wicked diving mermaids picks up a Pearl Cape. I haven't had a chance to see if anything else was there. I'm sorry, I was too distracted from the fact that we just zapped a Fiend.
Wow.
Anybody's immune or susceptible to it other than what? Chaos, maybe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're
wow.
It'll work kind of. They're not immune to it.
Tarnin at the 1 hour 10-minute mark finally picks up the floater. Can they turn this around and start to get the gears rolling?
I noticed something, Falconic. Whappy took out Kraken, the Fiend of the Water, lit the water orb. Level 21 for Whappy. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
That's pretty good right now.
21 is Topher levels, and we're 1 out of 4 orbs lit. I can only imagine what they're going to do when they're ready.
Zanth is down to 1 Light Warrior battling the Fiend of Fire carry, but another big swing from the Mav's Moon wielding Fighter Knight takes out the Fiend of Fire. Zanth is lit his fire orb. Things starting to pick up a little bit. You can kind of feel it in everybody.
Little bit. It's very rare that you see some of our runners take out Kraken first. I think Carry is probably the first one you do, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe save Lich for last because a lot of people hate doing Earth. You want to go mode it. I'm surprised we haven't seen more people do Mirage Tower. That's good levels.
Off-stream, Shadow Walker was struggling with Tiamat 2. Lost a couple warriors, but Shadow Walker is through. The air orb has been lit from Shadow Walker off stream. I believe that's 2 orb. 1 orb. 1 orb for Shadow Walker. No one has 2 orbs yet.
I'm curious to see what kind of levels Shadow has, because that's a good dungeon to take early if you've got spells. The fact he was able to get through it tells me he did. That's the hardest dungeon. Short of Sea Shrine, right? You're going to do Air Cave, like Crystal likes to call it. Sea Shrine. After this, it's just going, right? You just have to do it. It's not a challenge anymore for him.
Zanth is leaving the volcano area now. Is Zanth in the canoe? Does Zanth not have the floater?
I don't think Zanth has put 2 and 2 together and hit up ordeals to get the airship yet.
We talked about this. If you were going to go this way and you did Ice Cave, would you do the next volcano? But it looks like that's what Zanth did. Got an orblet, knows where to go next, hopefully. Running into some piranhas here, giving it to Zanth a little bit. Still only that 1 light warrior making it through that is poison as well.
Yeah, this is, I think, unfortunately, one of the parts of Swiss here is when you pick up the canoe and you have the ship, the decision then becomes, do you sail south to Ordeals, which wraps you north, or do you do ice and volcano? If your choice is ice or volcano, you tend to lump in the other one with it. And that's great, because there's a lot of chests. But the problem then becomes if progression isn't in one of those 2, like it is today. So whoever made the Ordeals check got the floater, got the airship leads to volcano and ice much quicker. It's a time save. GG, you win. And that's just the way the randomizer goes.
Sure, yeah. It is. Whappy has entered the Ice Cave, picked up the cube. Whappy's gonna pass on the Frost Dragon chest. That's a good call. NeonGray has entered the Sea Shrine. Looks like NeonGray might be making a visit to the ladies.
I think they're second to visit the ladies. I think we saw a Pro Cape and not much else. It's just one of those plays. I think you go left to Kraken, check the chest along the way, and then if nothing, maybe go right. But Adamant pick up from Whappy, so there's the X-Cal when he turns it in.
The Adamant has been located. NeonGray's run into the Ghost. The Ghost absolutely demolished Wckdtrb earlier. They're nothing but trouble. NeonGray gets through it, though. Whappy continues the check of the Ice Cave. This is what Falconic likes. This is what he wanted to do. Whappy's giving it to him and giving that information. And look what would have happened. You want to do your Ice Cave check, it rewards you with the potential of the legendary Excalibur weapon.
I mean, it's good until I find the Vorpal, but...
Right, yeah, oh yeah, well, yeah, I mean, obviously.
I like to think that the X-Cal is the Vorpal of weapons until Chaos.
Sure, yeah, but it's viable. It can get you through.
Yeah. You could... It's okay.
That's okay. NeonGray has made their way to the ladies. We know there's a Pro Cape in there, and Demarine, our wonderful, wonderful tracker, is pointing out that there's a katana in there as well, so...
Yeah, there's the katana there for NeonGray. Not bad if you got a thief, but... So off-stream, Adversary is in Ordeals, gonna pick up the floater here soon. Lyra sitting still in the sea, trying to think what to do next. Tarnin flying. Shadow Walker making his way over to Onrak or Waterfall. We'll see here in a second.
Lyra really working on it. I believe this is Lyra's 3rd game. Hats off to you, Lyra. You're giving it your best. You'll get there, definitely. We'd like to also thank Captain Green, number 7, for taking care of the restreaming tonight, bringing you all the action here on Randomania, your home for all the randomizers. I believe coming up tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Dragon Warrior, the tournament has begun. It's round 1 of the Swiss. I'm not sure exactly who's playing. I know Shalazia is in it, though. Shalazia, one of the members of Team Vorpal.
Shalazia, we've got Tyrannix, we've got Edgeworth, we have Canuck. We've got lots of players.
Tilo, High Spirits.
Tilo, yeah.
Crystal MTG's in it.
Game
Wow.
Boy F9. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of players. So it looks like off stream we've got Arnon about to turn in the bottle. Is going to pick up the Oxtail. We've got Lyra back at Canaria doing some shopping. We have Shadow Walker, I believe, in Waterfall. Moist Mogwai picked up her rod from Onrak. She's making her way through her second dungeon. Going to light that Earth Orb here soon. Where is Specty? Specty is in Volcano.
Specty about to pick up his Mazmone. Whappy is in the Volcano, headed towards his Mazmone.
Oh, look at Zanth. Okay, he got away. Zanth got away from 7 Argoyles and runs into 5 of them.
Ah!
So what level? You've got your Swiss flags here with boosted XP. What level are you comfortable going into TOFR?
Well, if I have the Vorpal, I'm comfortable at most any level. 19, probably 18, 19. If it's the Mazmone, the versatile Mazmone weapon, as far as the killer sword is what I like to call it, I'd like to be really at 24 or get to 24 towards the end of it, because level 24 with a knight wielding a Mazmone will yield you a 5th hit, and that's pretty important when yielding that weapon later on in the game. If neither of those two are available, depending on spell selection, I'd probably like to get to around 26 to really be safe.
Yeah, I like those levels. Here's what I don't like. Look what Demerin just put in chat about Whappy. Yep, for those of you playing the home game, Whappy skipped the Mazmune chest, picked up the 3rd ribbon, and that's awesome.
Whappy's ran into the balls. He's stun locked. Whappy is stun locked. The same thing that happened earlier. His Black Wizard is standing, but for how long? The bull's starting to give it to Whappy. He's gonna attack. He's gonna try to fire Nuke, and he gets it off. Nuke fires Nuke. It's gonna wipe out the bulls. He gets away from it, but no Mazmune for Whappy.
Well, he gets 3 out of 4. And then he attacks with the Black Mage. Oh, there goes the knight. Okay. Alright. Off stream, we have Specty taking on Carrie, throwing out nukes. We have Moist Mogwai taking out Lich. Specty does get rid of Carrie. That is done. We've got Phage rolling out on Lich here. We've got attacks going out, 264. Harm 3 against the Undead, 236. Moist Mogwai has lit the 2nd orb.
That's 2 orbs. That's the leader, isn't it? 2 orbs. Moist Mogwai off stream, we believe, is our leader right now in orb count at 2.
And it's Lich and Kraken, so it's not the 2 easiest, right? But she has not yet made her way over to Ice to pick up the cube, I think, or to Volcano to pick up the ribbon. Carry the Mazmune, right? We have yet to see the Vorpal, the greatest weapon in all the world.
That's correct.
Zanth at the 1 hour 20-minute mark is in the air and flying.
Zanth has figured it out. Frustrated if you're Zanth, Falconic, hour 20 getting in the air.
Yeah, well, as somebody that's played enough Swiss Seeds, yes, but maybe if you're new, you think that's good. Who knows?
Off stream, Lyra SRL has put the pieces together. Lyra SRL has just gotten to Sarda. I tell you this, Lyra, I don't think knows what a Ruby required seed means. I never got a chance to explain that. So certainly my apologies, but she's hanging in there and kicking some butt. She's picked up her canoe now from Sarda.
Oh yeah. Well, my first race, I got demolished, so don't let that put you off if you're watching the VOD back.
Absolutely.
If you finished in last place, that's not what's important. The fact that you played it all is what's important. Come back, learn, study. You're going to get better, I promise you. And boy, did I get demolished in my first race, let me tell you.
Oh, I was absolutely destroyed. Whappy looking to light his 2nd orb. He's on the fire floor, or the carries floor, runs into a couple bulls. These guys have been problematic. Falconic, he's checking the red dragon chest. Do you do this in Swiss?
Nah.
One chest, multiple fights out of the way?
Well, here, let me answer that question with this. No, I don't, because it's not incentivized. But when we did the play-in race, what happened to be in the play-in race chest there? It was the ship.
The required ship at that game.
The required ship.
As well, yeah. I'm okay with it. I don't do it, but actually, Whappy just left. It's a couple fights for a couple good experience fights, so that makes it okay in my book, whether or not you want to do that or not. But we're nearing, an hour 22 minutes now. You have one orb lit. If you're Whappy in this case, time to get going. If you ask me.
No, yeah, I agree with that 100%. The problem is it's one of those things. With Swiss, you don't know what you're skipping, so you kind of have to check it, but it's not incentivized, so you don't want to check it. There's no right answer, I guess, is what I'm saying. Unless you've already found everything you need, and then you're coming back here, like in Whappy's case, he's already got the water orb lit. He's already found the rod. He's already found everything he needs to progress. Maybe that tells you don't check the red D chest. I don't know.
Right. Off stream, Moist Mogwai has entered the volcano. She's picked up her 3rd ribbon. She's got 2 orbs lit, and she's got the Masmoon.
She does have Masmoon, huh?
She does. That's off stream. Our leader right now with 2 orbs, we believe, is Moist Mogwai. 3 ribbons, a Masmoon. She's class promoted. A little bit of momentum. See if we're going to keep you updated on that, fans, and see if she starts to put the foot on the gas.
So, let me ask you this. Where was the 3rd ribbon? We saw one in Dwarf. We saw one in Volcano. My notes, I'm missing the 3rd ribbon.
Demarin said it. I know she did.
Also, to answer Demarin, who said, my first race was against Tristal. Yeah, round 1, Tristal, it was the jettest of jet seeds.
Sharknado
had 3rd. Okay. We saw Wall, though, right? So even with only 2 ribbons, Wall's not so bad of a spell to pick up to kind of make up for that.
You can see Zanth rearranging his inventory. Dragon armor, Aegis shield, pro rings all around, class promoted, Masmoon, 2 ribbons. I like Zanth's position here. Let's see if he can make that move and start to move forward. Maybe attempt to try to challenge Moist Mogwai in the lead that she has off stream.
Possible. Look at Wicked here taking on Kraken, taking the time. What do? We saw Zap land for Moist. Maybe you throw out the Zap. Fiends going out for the Red Mage, though.
NeonGray hanging in there. Digs out a ribbon out of the Sharknado room. That's their 2nd. Wckdtrb taking on Kraken.
I like the Invis 2s. I think it's a smart play against this Fiend in particular. But is that oh nope, backing up. We're doing nukes. We're doing Zap. There's a Zap coming out. Is it going to land?
Fire a Zap, Wckdtrb?
Wckdtrb is going to land. Well, fire a Zap. We'll see if it lands. There it is. Zap going out. Ineffective. Invis 2s, I really like that play. Against this boss, I like that play. Is that Tarnin in... Yeah, Tarnin is in the floating castle taking on vampires. Fire 2's coming out, 30 damage. That's pretty weak. What are we going to get with the Knight? 225 Fire 2's from the Red Mage. 25 damage. Takes out Kraken. Wckdtrb lights their first orb. 1 hour, 25 minutes. Look at the bottom left. Where's NeonGray?
NeonGray is on their way to the Fiend of Water, Kraken. Everyone's doing Kraken first.
Everybody, and that's not the one you normally see.
No, it's not, but they're having success with it. I guess it's there. You might as well take out the big squid. Maybe they're hungry for calamari.
Speaking of Fiends, off stream, Moist Mogwai fighting Carrie to light her 3rd orb. Is it going to work? Invis 2's going off. We've got Lyra in the rivers. We've got Adversary. Again, you just pointed it out on Kraken floor.
Kraken. the adversary off stream about to pull Kraken.
Look at
Looking to fight their water
Specty!
worm.
Specty's on Kraken's
Specty's
floor.
on Kraken right now. 1 hour 20. We'll call it 1 hour 27 minute now. Everyone's taking on Kraken and looking for Squid.
Moist Mogwai kills Carrie, lights the third orb. Do we have a clear leader?
Moist Mogwai with multiple ribbons has not been to the ice cave. Does not have incentivized items, so we're gonna count that as a full dungeon. If Moist Mogwai right now with those 3 orbs in that lead makes a quick play, digs that cube out and exits out of there, I would give the lead to Moist Mogwai. If she continues to check chests, she would get the Adamant, which would potentially give her the Excalibur, which is a good weapon. I would think that lead would diminish. And right behind her is a gentleman named Shadow Walker. He's got 4 orbs lit. We're wrong, Falconic. He's in Temple of Fiends.
Shadow Walker in the lead then. So let's rewind to Moist. Put yourself in a new player's shoes. You've got 3 orbs lit. You've got ribbons. You've got Mazza. Is there any reason why, after you go in and check the incentivized item in ice, is there any reason you continue to dig, or do you exit out?
Time to go. Gotta go. It depends. I don't want to give you an it depends answer, but in a general sense, it's time to go, unless you have a reason to. In my cases, I have done that. I did it because I knew my opponent was going to do that. And when I know my opponent's going to do that, sometimes I feel that I might need an edge, and I'm going to try to do something that they're not going to do, and if I know that, then I will do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. NeonGray taking out Kraken, well, fighting Kraken here in just a second. We've got Tiamat on Tarnin's side. We have Kraken on Adversary. Lots of Fiend fights at one single time here.
Wow.
Lich on Whappy's side.
Whappy taking on Lich, looking to light his 3rd orb.
Adversary takes out Kraken.
Lyra SRL is in the volcano. Did not make the play for Castle Ordeals. Digs out an opal bracelet. Lyra SRL is probably out of this race right now. But that's okay. She's going to be back. We're going to play a race probably later tonight and work on some things. Whappy has lit his 3rd orb, Falconic. NeonGray's taking on Kraken. He's lost a light warrior. 1 warrior down. Invisibility 2 coming out. Fires a nuke. Down goes Kraken. Kraken's just been taken left, right, and center from our players tonight.
Yeah, Kraken, at least Kraken won. We should probably clarify that. Kraken won, not too big of a deal.
NeonGray immediately goes back, revives the rest of their light warriors. The light warrior that perished going to fill up on heal potion. We'll see where they go next. Tarnin off screen, taking on Tiamat. Shadow Walker off screen is on the earth floor of the Temple of Fiends Revisited. He is our clear leader at this point. 4 orbs. We don't know much about level 22 and 23, but we don't know much about their gear. We'll see if we can find that out.
We got off stream, we got Waterfall Dive from Adversary. We have Chime pickup from Specty. We've got Lyra going through the volcano, picking up the ribbon and potentially the Mazmoon, if I didn't catch that. Tarnin taking out Tiamat 1, it looks like. Moist Mogwai translating the slab. Shadow Walker taking on Lich 2. Shadow Walker, the clear leader so far. 4 orbs lit,
yeah.
earth floor. What are we going to find, though?
Did Wckdtrb pick up the Mazmoon?
I think Demerin said that he didn't, unless that was Neon.
That was Whappy. I think that was Whappy. We're not sure. We're going to check Wckdtrb, see if they picked up the Mazmoon. We believe that he did. Whappy, we believe, is the one that went through there, never to be seen again, more than likely. That did skip the chest, that did hold the versatile Mazmoon weapon.
Have we seen the Power Gauntlet yet?
Not that I've seen.
I think that's going to lead to a very interesting TOFR. Was that Death Touch on Whappy's screen? Or was that pure damage? That was a tiger, it looks like, and some Medusas.
Whappy's exited. 3-man. Whappy's going to 3-man, I'm not sure. We'll see if we can take a look into that. No power bonk, says Demery, our wonderful tracker. I don't know where in the world that could be. Could be in the Temple of Fiends Revisited itself.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Very, very well could be. And Shadow Walker at carry 2 in Temple of Fiends. There are 4 chests on that carry 2 floor. Maybe it's there.
Off-stream, Moist Mogwai, headed for her 4th orb. She's entered the Mirage Tower, and it looks like she's hoofing it. She's on a pretty fast hike here through Mirage Tower to try to light her 4th orb.
Yep. She didn't even check the first floor. Her and Whappy look to be high-fiving. I think Moist Mogwai has everything she needs, and she is go-moding it right now. I wouldn't be surprised if she skips every chest.
Zanth making his way through the waterfall. I'm going to pick up that incentivized item.
We'll find out soon. Whappy's about to do greater than less than.
Take it, bud.
Wckdtrb is going to be taking out carry here. Lights the 2nd orb. We've got NeonGray in Waterfall. Going to find a house. What are we going to find from the robot? I think the robot gave the loot guaranteed item. We'd have to have that here. Off stream, you have Specty also doing greater than less than. Adversary is going to go translate their slab. Tarnin picking up some spells back in Elfland. Shadow Walker still in the clear lead though. Kraken 2's floor runs into a fight with some Grey Sharks and Wizzahags. We've got the loot pickup from Zanth. We knew that was coming here. We've got the slab translation from Wicked. The NeonGray on the bottom left taking out some river tiles here. So the real question now becomes, is Shadow going to find something that's going to put a halt to this tremendous lead that he has? One of our newest runners, but man, I think Will would agree, not new.
No.
New, but not new.
Shadow Walker felt caught quite honestly, and that's not because we're friends and that we work together so much. He reminds me of you. And that's a compliment to certainly Shadow Walker, and certainly very positive to what I think of you as a player and an opponent with a controller in your hand. I think you're very dangerous, I guess you could say. And I think Shadow Walker, he reminds me of you, essentially, and that's trouble for a lot of players in Final Fantasy Randomizer.
Yeah, I think the best way to sum up Shadow Walker, and I guess in me and as well in comparison, is that we just don't know exactly how much danger we're jumping into. He's the type of guy that will jump into a race with people way above his weight class, as it were. He punches well above his weight class, and in doing so, he just continues to get more experience and starts to win. Starting to put together a lot of good wins. He's taking out Kraken 2 now. Nukes going out. Double nukes from the Red Wizard, from the Black Wizard. Kraken, 6 hits, 588. Shadow Walker down to 2 Light Warriors. Red Wizard, White Wizard. What does he do? What? Invis 2 going out. Down goes the Red Wizard. Invis 2 from the White Wizard. The White Wizard has 241 health. A Fade going out. Stop from Kraken. Ineffective. Fade from the White Wizard. Fade lands 121. Does not kill Kraken.
Oh no.
Fades again. Slow 2.
Slow 2.
Doesn't matter against a spellcaster. 119 with the Fade. Kraken 346.
Obliterates Shadow Walker.
Down goes Shadow Walker. That is a wipe on Kraken 2's floor. Here is everything you need if you're another runner to catch yourself up.
Brand new game. Shadow Walker, the first until Temple of Fiends are visited. It was right around the 1 hour 23 minute mark. Shadow Walker has wiped and the Temple of Fiends revisited, opening the door for all our other players. Moist Mogwai seems to be the closest. She's closing in on her 4th orb. Shadow Walker off stream is re-entering the Temple of Fiends revisited. He's got information this time. We'll see how it is that he tackles it. Meanwhile, the Bridge of Destiny fans. Whappy, the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Do you want a Warmech? We know how much you want it. We'll see if Whappy can bring that to you.
Moist Mogwai also on the Bridge of Destiny. Zanth moving his way. Is he going mermaids?
He's about to run into the ghost with Paralyzed Touch, and they hit like an absolute freight train.
Fun little fact about the ghost. They are the hardest hitting enemy in the game, above anybody else. Fortunately for us, they can only hit once.
Whappy's down to 3 Light Warriors still. On the Bridge of Destiny. Zanth ran into the ghosts again.
Oh,
gets away.
But runs. Nice.
Off-stream, Moist Mogwai is on the fight with Tiamat. looking to light her 4th orb. Right now, I would estimate 3.5, maybe 4 minutes behind our leader, Shadow Walker. Both players are off stream. Right now, on stream, Whappy, 3 orbs lit, looking to get his 4th.
All right, so we said it before, we'll say it again. Will, put yourself in the shoes of a new player, 136. You've got at least 1 orb lit on everyone's screen. How do you feel? How do you feel right now if you've only got 1 orb?
The honest answer from me is I'm just happy to be here, playing a game that I love with other people that love this game as well. Now, that's the honest answer. As far as a more procedural answer, I'm never comfortable, because I always feel that I went the wrong way, or, you know, I didn't use exit or something like that. So I always usually personally feel behind. I always think that someone's better than me. But there have been situations where I've thought that, and then I've come out and pulled out wins that I never thought were ever possible. Sure. So it's not over until you say period, D-O-N-E.
So as of now, we have Whappy taking on Tiamat 1. We have Moist Mogwai taking on Tiamat 1. This will be Moist Mogwai's 4th orb, and I gotta think they're in go mode at that point. Carry on Tarnin's side. Lyra digging out Volcano. Specty taking out Tiamat now. This is, for a lot of this race, we've seen a lot of neck and neck.
Whappy taking on Tiamat with only the 3 warriors, starting to use Cure 4, starting to attack. Whappy playing offensively and defensively. The hold misses. Whappy wants this 4th orb. Moist Mogwai has lit her 4th orb. She's in her airship. She's left the floating fortress. She's on her way towards the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Right on her heels is Whappy. Can he take out Tiamat? Yes, he does. Down goes Tiamat, steps away from lighting the 4th orb. Level 27 for Whappy. I like seeing that on Whappy. That's going to make him real strong.
Yeah, really, really good levels. Zanth digging out mermaids here. We've got Tiamat 1 pull on Specty and adversary screen. Shadow Walker back to carry 2. Lyra still digging out Volcano.
Specty has taken out Tiamat. Trying to see how many orbs that is for Specty. I think it's 2. It's 4. Specty's got 4 orbs. Okay.
Specty's got 4.
Moist Mogwai has 4 orbs. She's doing some shopping right now. She's going to pick up some spells. Whappy has 4 orbs. Whappy's done their shopping. Nope, they're doing more shopping. Specty also doing shopping. All trail the off-stream player Shadow Walker, who right now is getting blizzarded by Carry 2 in the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Blizzarded for show from the Carry 2. Bane going off for the Bane Sword, not going to land. What is Shadow Walker going to do here? Carry destroys the White Wizard, but takes out Carry 2 and no problem. Looks like Shadow Walker not too high of levels compared to everyone else. Did find the Power Gauntlet though. Where did Shadow pick up the Power Gauntlet?
I think it was Earth Cave, if I was to guess.
So that's a huge advantage for Shadow, already in the lead with Ribbons, Mazmoon more than likely, and the Power Gauntlet.
Whappy. Whappy is our 2nd player in this large dozen-person race to enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited. We're going to call it the 1 hour, 40-minute mark. Excuse me, Moist Mogwai is already in there. Moist Mogwai is in Temple of Fiends Revisited 2nd, 139. Whappy on our featured runner screen is in at 140. Right behind them is Specty. He'll be about a minute later.
All of a sudden, we have a race. Now, Shadow does know Kraken 2 is not playing around, but here's the fun thing about TOFR. Sometimes knowing what's coming doesn't change a thing at all.
I don't know how to explain it, but you're right. I'm very right.
If you know I'm going to punch you in the face, it doesn't matter. You're going to get punched in the face. There's nothing you can do. All right, Shadow Walker taking out Kraken 2. Down goes.
Reset.
It's a reset.
It's a reset
from Shadow.
That's it. We have a new leader. It's Moist Mogwai. She's being trailed by steps. Literally steps by Whappy. Upper left-hand corner of your screen, Moist Mogwai is off screen. Shadow Walker is leaving the Temple of Fiends Revisited.
You have
he reset out, got absolutely rocked by Kraken 2 for the 2nd time. He's doing something else. He's left.
You have to. Kraken 2 so far is the gatekeeper. Hits like a Ruck. This is one of those fiends where it's a tough decision versus going full offense versus pure defense. Do you stack up Invis 2s and try to negate those attacks? Or do you just blast that 8-legged freak out of the water before they can attack?
Whappy is on
unrunnable Frost Dragons on Whappy and Moist Mogwai screen at the same time.
You gotta use your spells on these. You gotta wipe them out, don't you, Falconic? You don't have a choice. You gotta use those charges.
I disagree. We've already seen that the Frost Ds have spells that we don't like. I think Zap being one of them. I think that you reset and
Glare.
change...
Brack?
Glare, yeah. I think you reset and you take... If you didn't do a power reset, you do it. And if you did, you don't do it. You change the game early so that you don't run into that. Looks like Moist Mogwai is down. Looks like maybe one of those spells went off from the Frost Dragons. Down a Black Mage. Whappy has now taken the lead. Top left of your screen.
Yep.
Whappy is in the lead.
Oh, more Frost Dragons for Whappy now.
Oh, what is this? A Will Cleosa special? Is this... Are we just going to fight the only enemy in the game?
That's a great story.
Oh, no. Moist Mogwai clears her screen there. Does she take the lead? Can she res the Black Mage?
Oh.
We'll see. Specty in Temple of Fiends fighting for Gas Dragon.
I like Whappy's positioning here, Falconic. I like the levels. It's level 28 for Whappy. The problem is he skipped the Mazmoon chest. He does not have the Game Changer weapon either. You want to have those weapons.
That feels real bad. 3 ribbons is great, but the best sword he's got right now, I think, is the defense sword.
Excalibur?
Or is that the X? Yeah, the Excalibur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Whappy is in the lead. Steps, literally steps. 10 seconds, essentially ahead of Moist Mogwai off stream. Whappy, not his game to win yet. This can
not
go
without the
many different ways, yes. Specty, off stream, has reset and re-entered Temple of Fiends Revisited. Shadow Walker has re-entered the Temple of Fiends Revisited. We've got a match here, and it's great.
Adversary about to join the party with the Temple of Fiends Revisited here. Lots of players starting to aggregate themselves here. The problem is Shadow Walker is the only one to make it to Kraken 2, and guess what? Kraken 2 has 8 arms and hits you with all 16 of them.
Moist Mogwai off stream is through. She's on the fire floor. Right behind her is Whappy. He's on the fire floor.
Moist Mogwai has taken the lead. Where's Adversary going? Bottom left. Was that a grind or a mistake? Zanth pulling up to Kraken 1.
Zanth looking to light that orb. Take out Kraken, take out the Fiend of the Water. NeonGray still fighting through. I believe it's the Earth Cave.
Moist Mogwai about to pull Carry 2. Tarnin about to pull Kraken 1. You've got Gas D's on Adversary. You've got Chimeras for Specty. You've got Whappy about to pull Carry 2. You've got Lich 1 over on NeonGray. You really could not ask for a better spread of locations, for a better spread of talent, better spread of just decision making from all these runners.
Look at all these fiends on the screen. Whappy is the focus here, upper left-hand corner. Pulling Carry 2. Whappy with a minuscule lead right now in the entire race. Carry hits hard too. Carry 2. Ooh.
Blizzard's going out from Carry 2 on Moist side. You've got attacks going out on Whappy side, low hits. Nukes coming from Moist Mogwai. White shirts coming from Whappy. Fast from Carry on Moist Mogwai side. Mazmoon. 6 hits, 358.
Fast for Carry 2. Whappy took Carry out too. They're identical. On straight, Moist Mogwai has just taken out Carry 2. Whappy has just taken out Carry 2.
Okay, so routing comes into question here. They look like they're on different encounter tables.
They are.
This is all going to come down to the fact that Whappy doesn't have a weapon. Other than the Excal, which Excal's not very good. It's no Vorpal, right? It's not even the same color. You only need one hand to swing the Excal. You need 2 to take out... Oh! Moist Mogwai lost the Red Wizard to a trash pack. Down
Moist
to
Mogwai
two
is down
white
to
warriors.
2 warriors.
Whappy takes the lead. Whappy's about to pull
yeah.
Kraken.
Whappy, of our featured runners here, is in a pretty strong position. Directly behind him, 1 floor behind, Shadow Walker, looming in the shadows. Already has the information, knows what Kraken 2 is. Whappy is about to find out as Kraken absolutely obliterates the Red Wizard.
Destroys the Red Wizard. Fast does go off on the Knight with the Xcal. Xcal 521. Not bad at all. But now what? Kraken takes out the Black Wizard.
Oh.
White shirt's going off. Well, that's good. Evasion up. Fighter.
Whappy, 10 hits.
Whappy gets through.
Wow.
Whappy is through Kraken 2. If that's your gatekeeper, this is a huge swing of momentum.
2 life charges remain for Whappy. Whappy is on. This is further than any other player has been. Whappy closing in on Tiamat 2. Whappy is our leader now, but it's slim. He's got multiple people off stream directly on his tail.
Super slim. Moist Mogwai about to pull Kraken 2. Shadow Walker back on Kraken 2 for the 3rd time.
We're going to see if we can switch our audio to Whappy here. Whappy is in the lead. We got a dozen players in this. Whappy's earning it right now. Tiamat. Oh my gosh. Tiamat just walloped the Black Wizard, but the Black Wizard's on life support with 3 HP and gets a fast off. That's key.
That's huge. Didn't die, got the fast off. Might as well never have happened. Tarnin enters TOFR at the 1 hour, 48 minute mark. Moist Mogwai taking out Kraken 2, or fighting Kraken 2 here. Heal 3's going off. Cure 4's going off, trying to survive.
Whappy has taken out Tiamat 2. Made it look easy.
You've got your leader, ladies and gentlemen. Whappy on to Chaos. Sub 2 hours, 148.30. You have Shadow Walker fighting Kraken 2. Moist Mogwai is past Kraken 2. Whappy pulling Chaos. Top left of your screen. All of your attention.
Whappy's game to win. Here we go. Can Whappy get this done? He's casting fast. Okay, see, he cast exit there. White shirt. There's the white shirt that gets off for good evasion. He's gonna try to cloak himself so he can't see. There goes the fast on the Knight. He's got the Knight in the lower corner. Bane!
Bane
Bane
takes
from
out
Chaos.
the Black Wizard.
Got the fast off, though. Now he's gonna try to heal? Okay, white shirt. That's the second cloak of evasion. Right behind Moist Mogwai is nearing Chaos. Very, very close. There's a nuke. That's no good. Whappy's game to win. He must attack, though. He's starting to fire nukes. There's another white shirt. Chaos attacks for 213 into the Red Wizard. Whappy fights back with a nuke. There's another evasion for Whappy, setting himself up well. There's an attack from the Knight. I didn't see what that was. 20 damage?
Yeah, very, very low. Defense
oh, no.
and power bonk on Weekend side, or Wicked side, found in Sky. Is Moist past Tiamat? Do we have 2 people on Chaos?
Yes. Yes. Moist Mogwai is entering the Chaos fight as we speak. Right behind them, Shadow Walker's about to enter it as well. Whappy with the lead here. It's about a minute. Chaos fires out Lightning 2, merely a flesh wound into Whappy.
Whappy on Chaos. You've got Shadow Walker. Well, Moist Mogwai has not killed Tiamat 2 yet. They're in the fight now. Whappy on Chaos.
Tier 4.
You have Shadow Walker on the same encounter table, taking out some vampires. Take it, Will.
Whappy,
Chaos fight.
Can Whappy take the reins here? He must attack. Here comes the Knight in the exhale. 9 hits for 22 damage isn't going to get the job done. A fade for a $146. He's going Bane.
He's going Bane.
Whappy fires Bane. Ineffective. Chaos fights back with only Lightning 2. Chaos ain't doing much, though, Falcon. Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. But then again, we're not doing much either. We're swinging for 22 with that mighty, what is that, the Xcal?
Bane again from Whappy is ineffective. He's gonna change strategies. He's gonna try to chip. Lightning 2, Whappy's gonna start to fire. That comes out from the Red Wizard, 25 damage. A Mage Staff, trying to get something going, 23 damage. The Xcal, 9 hits, 5 damage. Oh no. Whappy's gotta figure out what he can do here. He's gotta adjust. Cure 4! Oh no!
Cure 4 from Chaos
no.
wipes out all of Whappy's progress. Shadow Walker down to 2 Light Warriors on Tiamat 2. Moist Mogwai is through Tiamat 2, runs into the Poogle special. Ooh, that's not good. Crack from Chaos.
No, Bane. Bane's ineffective. Whappy's doing everything he can. 7, he broke through. Critical hit for 271 from the Knight with Excalibur. There's Bane again. Bane's not gonna happen. Ineffective. Blaze from Chaos attacking Whappy. Whappy's HP is still strong.
Scraping the barrel with mage staffs. What are you gonna do?
7 hits, 31 damage. Whappy fires another Bane at Chaos. It's no good. He's starting to heal. He's keeping his HP up. He's staying in this fight. He's just not doing enough damage.
Yeah, I like it, but it's 2 wet noodles slapping each other. What are you gonna do? And no matter what you do, you can chip away with the mage staff. You can throw your Bane. Bane's got to be your saving grace, because nothing else is going to matter with Cure 4 on the table.
Off-stream, 2 players have pulled Chaos. Moist Mogwai and Shadow Walker. We know Chaos has Cure 4. Whappy trying to take down Chaos. 5 hits for 140. Not enough. Another mage staff. Not enough for Whappy. He's running out of resources.
Shadow Walker has pulled Chaos with 2 Light Warriors. Moist Mogwai about to pull Chaos with all 4 Light Warriors. Whappy still in the lead, has the most progression, but can't do anything. Whappy,
there's 10 hits for 147. He broke through for a critical hit. Chaos fires Ink. Chaos has the Ink skill, but he's got Cure 4. It's going to come back around. Whappy must figure a way to kill this ultimate Fiend, and he's got to do it soon.
Have you ever been in a dream where you try to punch someone and it feels like you're punching in water? This is exactly what Whappy's going through right now.
Another attack from Whappy. 3 hits, 3 damage. I think Chaos is starting to chip away at Whappy. Now the tides are turning in this battle. We're over 20 rounds now.
Shadow Walker pulling Chaos, 2 Light Warriors. Moist Mogwai just now enters 4 Light Warriors. I've got to feel that if Moist can get anything off, she's going to stand a better chance. But Shadow Walker, a clear lead, and the power bonk. If Moist doesn't have that, this is Shadow's race to lose at this point.
Shadow Walker starting to gain ground on Whappy. They got it! He got it! It's over! Whappy takes it!
Whappy takes Chaos, first place. GG, get those out in chat right now. What a tremendous finish here. 2 other runners off stream. Shadow Walker, who held a humongous lead, is now pushing for second. Bane coming out from Moist Mogwai does not land. Nukes coming out, save those spell charges. Low hits, fades from the White Wizard. 155 does not land. Heal 3's coming out from Shadow Walker with those 2 alive. If he can get the damage out, he'll get the job done. Nice crit from the Knight. Another coming out, 235. Bane's coming. Ineffective. This is a race for second place. It's between Shadow and Moist Mogwai. Oh, who's gonna take it, Will?
Shadow Walker's in good shape. He's got the power gauntlet.
Shadow Walker takes down Chaos for second place. So the attention turns over to Moist Mogwai, the only other runner fighting Chaos. Chaos cast Crack. Does not matter. Ineffective. You've got a Knight, a White Wizard. You have a Red Wizard down on 1 knee. The Knight's health looks good. The White Wizard looks good. What do you do? Bane coming from Chaos. Ineffective across the board. Knight swinging the Mazmoon. 8 hits, 68 damage. Bane from the Red Wizard. Ineffective. White Wizard swinging away with a fist. 1 damage. You're out of spells. What do you do if you're Moist Mogwai? You throw light 2s from the Kaepernick. Moist Mogwai takes out Chaos. 155-38. Finishes in 3rd place. Wckdtrb taking out Tiamat 2. You've got Tarnin on Kraken 2's floor. Adversaries in TOFR. You've got NeonGray going to make their way towards Tiamat 1. You've got Wckdtrb on Tiamat 1 now. Close race for these 3rd, 4th, 5th runners up.
We're trying to get Moist Mogwai, Shadow Walker, and our winner tonight, Whappy, in here for a post-game interview. We're working on that right now. It'll be just a moment.
I'll see if I can help Whappy and then get in here if you want to commentate.
Falconic is going to take care of getting our winner tonight, Whappy, in here for a post-game interview. We'll get to that in just a moment. Meanwhile, joining us here in the broadcast booth, our second and third place finishers, all within a minute of each other. It's Moist Mogwai and Shadow Walker. Shadow Walker, second place. How you feel about the game?
You know, I felt really good right up until I went into Temple of Fiends and got to carry Kraken 2. I made the safe play. I moved my fighter to the 4th slot. I was setting up my Invis 2s, and Kraken was like, you know, that fighter looks juicy, and I'm going to just whack him for 500 damage. And so I couldn't kill Kraken 2, and I ended up wiping 2 times.
Moist Mogwai, it's Will. Third place, within a minute of first place. GG's, congratulations. How you feeling?
I felt good until I got unrunnables after unrunnables after unrunnables, and I knew I was low on heals and heal pots, and then Tiamat and Kraken 2 were not fun at all, so I am so glad I made it through that.
I'll give you guys a quick update. I think, do we have Whappy in, Falconic?
Whappy is in.
Okay, I'm gonna go run this down real quick. Shadow Walker, you were the first to enter the Temple of Fiends Revisited right around the 1 hour 23 minute mark. You wiped to Kraken 2. You re-entered and you wiped to Kraken 2 again. By that time, both Whappy and Moist Mogwai overtook you. They were a few floors ahead. You left and did a few other things, and they were able to get through, obviously, Kraken 2 and all that blizzard of his hits and everything. So that's kind of how it shook out, was the battle with Kraken 2, which was the gatekeeper on this. Meanwhile, our winner tonight, Whappy. GG's and congratulations. How are you feeling about the seed tonight?
Looks like Whappy's with us, but might be on mute because I don't hear whatever they're saying. Specty takes out Chaos, finishes in 4th place. You've got Wckdtrb. Go ahead.
Whappy says he's got some issues with his mic. See if he can't get this fixed soon.
Hello? Can you hear me?
There you are, Whappy.
Whappy!
Sorry about that.
Whappy, it's Will. GG's, congratulations. How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. Made some stupid mistakes early, but
You
then
just
I
finished in first
took a
place.
break.
So people
Breath.
gotta feel good, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
We'll start with our winner, Whappy. Again, GG's and congratulations. Well played game. From what we saw, pretty darn smooth. We were on stream the entire time. Your levels were fantastic. Your movements were. You skipped some chests in the volcano.
Yeah.
You skipped the Masmo.
Oh, where was it at?
It was in the long Agama floor room. What prompted you to skip those chests at that point, given what good shape you were in at that point in time? Were you feeling pressure? Did you just want to move? Or why did you do that?
Well, I felt like I was behind the whole game after I, did a grind over in Elfland and then accidentally reset my game instead of saving. And then
that's what happened. Okay.
Noped out and decided to go kill the pirates because I didn't have any charges of nuke yet, and just feeling nerves, did stupid things. And I had my hard reset opposite from my soft reset all game, so I kept doing the wrong one. I had them bound the other way, and I don't really know how they got flipped, but they did.
Yeah, that'll burn you for sure.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about these Swiss flags? Obviously, they're pretty straightforward, right? Any surprises thrown today? Did the Ruby kind of throw you off a little bit?
No, not really. I was debating on Earth versus Marsh there, and just I said, hey, there's more chests in Marsh, so go there. Either way, I'd have to, because I didn't have the rod at that point, I'd have to dive that dungeon twice, regardless. So I should go do Marsh. And then it was smooth sailing from there. I knew where everything was.
I'm gonna move over to Moist Mogwai. Mo, how long have you been playing this game?
I think at this point about, I've been in the community now for about 2.5 months, playing for maybe month and a half, 2 of that.
At what point did you realize, Mo, that this was a ruby required to get to the canoe seed?
Just very early on, I wasn't getting anything. If you watched the beginning of my stream, I did some very weird routing before I finally ended up at Marsh. And I didn't think it was gonna be the canoe, but I knew it was something that we were gonna need because I think I got canal before I found the canoe. So I had some options. Yeah.
Have you ever played a Ruby required seed? I think you've seen them in your work with myself and Falconic and everyone else on the broadcast.
I've seen them. I've never played one.
Shadow Walker, have you played a Ruby required seed? This is the 4th one, to my knowledge, of over 120 matches that we had in the Swiss rounds. This is the 4th one.
Yeah. So yesterday we did a practice run, and it ended up being a Ruby required seed. We got the ship from the king yesterday, similar to how we got the ship in the box today. And lo and behold, 2 days in a row, we get a Ruby sitting down there in Marsh Cave that you have to go get to get something from Sarda that you need.
We're going to kick it to NeonGray right now, looking to light their 3rd orb, battling Tiamat, firing nuke. There's a Bane from NeonGray. Poison smoke! NeonGray has a poison smoke at Tiamat. Welcome to the club, NeonGray. Lights their 3rd orb. Very good showing here from NeonGray, trying to catch up. Meanwhile, Wckdtrb is on Carry 2. Carry 2 gave us a little bit of problems. Carry 2 hit very hard. Right behind Wckdtrb here on our main stream is Zanth, 1 floor behind on the Earth floor. Both, Zanth has the Mazmoon. It does not look like Wckdtrb has the Mazmoon at this point. Blizzard coming up from Carry, doing some damage to Wicked. Wicked's gonna fight back. He's gonna fire some nukes. And a fade. Here comes a nuke from Wckdtrb, 126. Carry's not having it, fights back into the Knight, but just a scratch. Knight fights back, and another nuke from Wckdtrb, and a fade from Wicked. Still fighting Carry. Carry gave you guys a tough time. Shadow Walker, tell us about the Kraken 2 fights.
I mean, the first time around it was just bum luck. Honestly, I moved the Knight down into the 4th slot. I threw up some Invis 2s. I felt like I was good to go and start swinging. And just as I thought that, Kraken 2 decided I'm not having any of it. Hits my Knight for like 8 hits, 500 damage. Sometimes you get bracked through a ribbon, sometimes Kraken 2 nukes your Knight.
Right. Moist Mogwai, your first orb was the water orb. How did you take out Kraken?
I zapped Kraken.
Well,
Exiled to the 4th dimension.
Specty joining us, finishing 4th place. GG Specty.
Hello, thank you, GG.
How did you feel about the seed?
I actually didn't mind the seed. I had practice since we had a Ruby required seed yesterday.
You're welcome.
I felt really unprepared for Chaos. I didn't have Power Gauntlet, Mass Immune, Vorpal, or Temper, so I figured most of my damage was going to come from nukes, so I was just crossing my fingers and hoping for the best.
Shadow, you were answering a question there. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you had asked what Zap was, and in my opinion, Zap is one of the most underrated spells. It is one of the very few time magic spells, and specifically it is a time magic spell that targets all enemies with a chance for instant kill. And the nice thing about it being time magic is the only enemy in the entire game that resists time magic is Chaos.
Oh, that'll happen. The chances are low of it landing, but yet we saw it land here tonight. So again, like you said, back-to-back days where Ruby led to progression. How do you feel about that? Is that something you enjoy seeing? Is that kind of annoying?
I personally would not prefer it. I'd rather have an early canoe or an early floater. But I guess it's nice to change things up. It is a randomizer after all, but I would certainly say it's not desired.
Yeah, with the item layout that we had, having the ship but no canoe, basically your choices were Earth Cave or Marsh. I ended up diving Earth. I went through the first 2 floors and then found out that Earth Elementals had Blaze. And I noped out of that real hard.
It's Will. I have one quick question. I'd like to go back over to our winner tonight, Whappy. You said a few minutes ago that you felt a little bit behind. You felt like you made some mistakes. I'm telling this, you played a very, very clean game, certainly from what I saw, other than missing the Mazmoon, but that happens. Did you feel you were behind, but since no one had finished, did you think someone maybe ran into a wall?
I hate to cut you off there, but it looks like Whappy just disconnected from Discord just before you asked the question here.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's on them. Here, I have a question, and this might be a little bit towards the bio side. Moist Mogwai. We're sitting here August 5th, 2018. You picked up not only the randomizer, but the entire game less than 2 months ago. Never played FF in your life, Final Fantasy 1 ever. And you just finished third out of, what, 12 people? What do you think of this game? What is it about this 30-year-old game that has drawn you in and continues to draw more in and should continue to draw even more and more in? What about it has you excited?
I really like what the devs are doing as far as where they've gotten it now, and where they're taking it, especially with the co-op that I know we've mentioned a couple times. I think it's just really fun. It's a great group of people in the community that make the game even more fun to play. So just sort of a mix of both.
Wckdtrb has made it to Tiamat 2, down to 2 Light Warriors, trying to get up some defenses. It's starting to... Gets the fast off in a ruse cast. You can see Wckdtrb going through the options. Wckdtrb's going to use heal potions. Interesting from his Red Wizard. And he's going to attack 7 hits, 33 damage from the Excalibur. I'm not sure what the Knight has, but he's using heal potions. And Tiamat blasts the Red Wizard. Power Gauntlet being used now for Wicked, trying to finish here, looking to be our 5th place finisher. No, is that Adversary? Adversary's finished in 5th. The Adversary has 2 hours, 7 minutes, 16 seconds. We'll see if we can get him in here to chat as well. Nuclear out of Tiamat devastates Wckdtrb. He's down to 1 warrior. Thunder from Tiamat. Oh, no. Oh, but Wckdtrb fights back with a big slash for 417 damage, down to 1 light warrior and 8 heal potions. 6, 5,
Ben,
4.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you're Wicked? You're gonna just push
Oh, he
on
got the
through.
vampire one too. It's that encounter table, and he's getting smashed.
Yeah.
Oh,
same
no.
encounter table we saw across the board here. This is not the fight you want to see, especially when it's unrunnable and you have no choice but to fight it.
Oh no. The Light Axe isn't going to get the job done. Wicked is down. Not being deterred. I am Wckdtrb. I'm going back in. I've got the information, says Wicked. Not being deterred. He goes back in. Runs right into the unrunnable Frost Dragons. Wonderful.
Yeah, you escape one unrunnable for another. Feels pretty bad. I mean, the reset was the right choice. There's nothing you can do there. You're stuck, right? I don't know. But here joining us, our 6th place finisher, Adversary. GG.
Oh, thank you. That seed, man. That seed.
Tell us about it. What about that seed caught your interest?
Well, I got lost for a minute because I dived Earth early, and that was a big mistake. I was expecting something to be down there, but then I realized I might not be the only one who did it once I went to Crescent and found that, oh, well then.
No canoe from Crescent Lake. I think you guys all thought that would be there. It was the bottle instead. So that kind of told you time to dig?
Well, as soon as by the time that I got to Crescent, the only place left to check was Marsh. And the second I saw the ruby, I exited out and went straight to the Titan's Tunnel, and then everything else started to make sense from there, but yeah.
NeonGray has entered the Temple of Fiends Revisited. Wckdtrb has re-entered, still going after it. Zanth right now is on the water floor, trying to finish out a place. New, fresh faces here in Final Fantasy, potentially the future. Getting a showcase race here. Our winner tonight, Whappy. Shadow Walker put on a great show off stream, as well as Moist Mogwai. Very, very good game. Tough seed being Ruby required. And kudos to you. We said that a couple times during the broadcast, guys. Thank you for joining us and putting yourself out there, potentially on a stage and doing that for a game that I would certainly presume, that it is that you love.
Yeah, I'm really glad with the showing that we had this time around. We did our first new player race last weekend, and I think we had about a half dozen people, and some people caught wind of it that weren't able to make it, and we had a real good showing today. I was glad to see so many people take an interest.
So yeah, like Shadow just mentioned, this is our second newbie race in the first 2 weeks of the inception here. If anybody is watching this at all, take your cues from the 12 or 11, 12 people you saw tonight. If you've never played the game before, that's fine. We have people like that. Moist Mogwai never played this game 2 months ago. If you've got experience playing the game for 30 years, but you've never dived into the randomizer, we've got people like that as well. If you've never done SRL races, you've never set up IRC, we've got people like that as well. There's no reason not to come in and join. If any of this looks interesting, if you're just looking to hang out and watch other people race and just talk in Discord, we have people that do that as well. This is the most welcoming community you're ever going to find, and I think the runners tonight can attest. There's no reason not to come join it. Have fun, play with us. Who knows, you could be the next person to stream next week on the new race. You could be taking first place like Whappy.
My Falconic rolled the dice earlier to see who was going to be shown on screen tonight. This is what we ended up with. It could be you next week if that interests you. We can definitely make that happen. Links are in the chat room right now to join our Discord. That's step 1. That's all you need. We'll get you going our new player help section from there. Meanwhile, Zanth has pulled Chaos. Starts to attack with a fade. Chaos fires back with the blaze. Zanth looking to get 7th place here in this great new player race. 7 hits for a little bit of damage. 5 hits for a $120. He's got a thief. He's got a ninja. The only player we believe that took a ninja and a thief in this race starting to attack. Nuke. There's a stun from Chaos that's ineffective. Zanth got through the crack skill that Chaos had earlier. There's the Mazmoon. 9 hits and 96 damage. There's the Katana. 5 hits for a $122. A nuke there. You got him. There you go, Zanth.
Nice.
GG. 7th place for Zanth. 2 hours, 13 minutes, 39 seconds. Wow, he made quick work of that Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos with Cure 4. Oh yeah. Took really, really good care to kind of menu well, do your battle execution well. Very, very well done by Zanth. See if we can get him in here for an interview.
I know Zanth wanted to play in this really badly. He missed last week. Said about that. Wasn't able to play yesterday in the Ruby required practice race that I think benefited you, Tarnin and Shadow. I think it benefited you guys a little bit. Certainly missed that one as well, but we were certainly able to get Zanth here, and I'd be pretty proud of this. This is good. I think my first one that I played as Swiss Seeds was right around the 3-hour, and it wasn't Ruby required, so you guys all kicked my butt.
Yeah, everyone who has finished by this point, and even in the next 10 minutes or so on this seed, that's a great time for newer players.
Absolutely. For as windy of a road as this was, everybody was right around the 2-hour, 2:15, and that's really good.
Especially given how trolly some of those bosses were as well, and the very circuitous route that was required, and the non-linear, non-obvious routing that was needed. It really, anything under 2.5 hours for a newer player seems to me like a really good time on this season.
NeonGray has made it to Lich 2. Starting to fire off nukes using a couple spell charges. Lich 2 who? Down goes Lich on NeonGray's side onto the fire floor. Meanwhile, Wckdtrb continues his second dive into Temple of Fiends Revisited. He's right there with NeonGray on the fire floor. Working on getting
MBI just
Zanth
pulled
in
up
here.
his as well. So Zanth are trying to get in. MBI on Tiamat 2, it looks like.
MBI is a great guy, very, very new to the community. We're glad we could get him into the race here. He is overseas on a very different time schedule than a lot of us are here. We're trying to fix and try to see his stream, try to update you where he is. Falconic, you've got his stream up?
Got his stream up, taking out, fighting Tiamat 2. He's got all 4 Light Warriors alive. Tiamat just takes out the Black Wizard. Heal 3 is going off on the White Wizard. I feel pretty good about this. I think we're about to see MBI taking out Chaos here in just a bit. Down goes Tiamat 2. MBI steps away from Chaos's floor. If he's on the same encounter table as everyone else, we're going to see some Whiz-Vamp and some vampires. And there we are. 1 Whiz-Vamp, 3 vampires. Pretty forgiving compared to what we saw in everybody else's stream.
I believe I had 5.
I think we saw a full screen at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Nukes going off. Down to 1 single Whiz-Vamp. Another nuke goes off. We are spending those nuke charges on some trash. We are steps away from Chaos's floor. Spider, MBI, 2 hours, 17 minutes, and 15 seconds in just a second is about to pull Chaos. What do we got going on here? NeonGray, Wckdtrb, both of them taking on Carry 2. Not too big of an issue. Hey, Shadow, what do they have coming up 1 floor down?
I'm sorry, I was spacing out looking at chat. What
After Carry 2, it's not too bad after that, right? They don't have anything to be concerned with.
Oh, no. There's nothing to worry about after that. Carry 2 was absolutely the gatekeeper.
Kraken 2 reaching out and touching people as they always do. Spider MBI off stream, taking out Chaos fast. Going off on the Red Wizard. Looks like we have the Mazmoon on the Red Wizard, and Biz 2 comes from the White Wizard. 4 hits, 189 from the Excalibur. Fast going off on the Knight. Bane going off from Chaos, takes out the Black Wizard. We're down to 3 Light Warriors here. What do you do? And Biz 2's coming out again from the White Wizard. You got Fast on the Excal. You have Fast on the Mazmoon. You're swinging the Excal. 7 hits, 24 damage. Pretty weak. 6 hits, 43. We saw this earlier. Chaos has high absorb. Mazmoon swinging again. 4 hits, 155 crit. Light 2 from Chaos goes out. Swinging the Excal. 6 hits, 114. Fade lands from the White Wizard. 150. Cure 4 is right around the corner. We saw that earlier. Light 2 from Chaos. 8 hits, 111 from the Excal. Fade again from the White Wizard. 113. Mazmoon from the Red Wizard. 5 hits, 44 damage. 218, 45 now for Spider MBI. Excal swings, 8 hits, 32. Fire 3 from Chaos, trying to put the flames on him. Fade coming up from the White Wizard. Fade lands for 81 damage. Mazmoon from the Red Wizard, 5 hits, 18 damage. Not going to get the job done.
Oh, no.
Right around the corner. Heal 3 from the White Wizard, trying to get those health points up. You don't know if Nuke or Nuclear's coming. Cure 4 from Chaos. MBI just saw Cure 4 from Chaos. Nuke goes out. We're 192 into it here. Back to the start we go. 5 hits, 127. Swinging with the... It's like an iron hammer from the White Wizard. You've got the Excal for 8 hits, 107. You got the Fast on the Knight. You got the Fast on the Red Wizard. But that Absorb from Chaos is just making it negligible. What do? You've got no fades left. In Viz 2s, looks like it. We have Excal, 9 hits, 20 damage. 5 hits, 30 damage from the Mazmoon. And Viz 2 coming from the White Wizard. This is going to be a wet noodle fight. If Chaos rolls around to Cure 4 again, we could be here until next Christmas. Mazmoon, 6 hits, 25 damage. Light 2 from Chaos goes out. Low rolls. Excal from the Knight, 7 hits, 7 damage. Heal 3 is going out again. Running low on heal 3s there for MBI. What do? Crack from Chaos takes out the Red Wizard. We're down to 2. Knight and White Wizard. Down goes the Mazmoon holder. We are swinging with Excals and Iron Hammers. No more fades. No more lives. You've got Wall. You've got Exit. You've got Invis 2, but none of that matters. We are swinging with the Excal. 6 hits, 16 damage. Iron Hammer, 1 damage. Bane!
Oh, no.
From Chaos.
NeonGray ran into the vampires. The vampires are starting to rock NeonGray on their way to Chaos.
Down to 1 Light Warrior 2. Shift your focus there because this Chaos fight from MBI is not going anywhere. Down to 1 knee. He's Kaepernicking. Cure 3 goes off. Back to 165, but those vampires are not relenting. Down to 94. We take out. We've got 1 Knight versus 2 vampires. The vampires are still swinging.
Still fighting. Get in there, NeonGray. Come on.
No. Do you swing or do you cure? Okay.
Fire. Just... Yes! Yeah. NeonGray gets through.
NeonGray gets through. MBI finally swings with enough of those Excals. Takes out Chaos at SRL time. 2 hour, 21 minutes, and 11 seconds.
Neon's still got to go through Tiamat too, and now his Now he's down to man mode. Just tonight. I hope he's got the power bonk.
Yeah, that's the thing is, the way this seed laid out, a lot of people go-moded Sky and didn't get the defense or the power bomb.
I got
that?
power bonk, but no weapon worth mentioning.
Wckdtrb on the air floor. NeonGray has pulled Team at 2 with one warrior. Team at 2 starting to attack NeonGray, trying to get up the defenses. Gonna cure, gonna try to heal. Time it again's attempt an attack, it does not work. NeonGray has the defenses up rather strong, trying to heal back up. Does NeonGray have the power gauntlet is the question. NeonGray does have the power gauntlet, down to 129 health though. Gonna try to power bonk again. The saber spell being cast. Tiamat misses another physical attack, and another one. Here comes the Mazmoon, 4 hits for 471. Tiamat misses again. NeonGray fighting, 4 hits, 391. NeonGray continuing to fight Tiamat 2. 6 hits for 696 is good.
Yes!
1 warrior alive, and NeonGray takes out Tiamat 2 with 1 warrior.
One single, and we've already seen Chaos has high absorb, so this is not going to be easy, but luckily NeonGray plenty of heal potions to
Plenty
res
of
up.
heal potions. Wckdtrb battling Tiamat 2. 2 warriors alive. Starting to swing. I'm not sure what weapon that is. It might be an ice sword. I'm not sure.
Look at NeonGray.
Oh no! Wizard vampires in a... No!
But the zombie D makes this runnable. And there's the fight.
Oh no! No.
Oh no!
There it is. Light axe. Light axe isn't going to cut it.
It's
Cure
not, but
4.
NeonGray does have the light axe, and she can whittle them all down at once.
NeonGray hanging in there. NeonGray has about 20 heal potions, but NeonGray's getting rocked. There goes the light axe again. It only took out 1 vampire. 2 vampires. The light axe will take care of the rest of the vampires, but it's the wizard one. NeonGray's got to attack pretty quick here.
Ooh! Oh no! It didn't take out all the vampires, and the vampire crit.
No.
And that's so white.
Ouch.
Rainbow Poogles, vampires gave everyone trouble here, Falconic, at the end of the game. Everyone.
Yeah, that's everybody in this game at some point or another. When you run it, you're going to find your pack of enemies that are always deadly. For me, it's the red gargoyles.
There they are again.
For Will, it's the
Wckdtrb.
man cats. For Poogle, it's what you see on Wckdtrb. This
no.
is deadly. It's
Right
unrunnable
steps
and
away
hit
from
hard.
Chaos. Steps away from Chaos. Wckdtrb taking their time. They know what's going on. It's gonna fast the night. Meanwhile, vampires, they don't care. They're out for blood. There goes the red wizard. Vampire's starting to rock now. He's attacking. He took out the wizard vampire. Does Wckdtrb have the mage staff or anything? Anything at all? Black shirt?
Nope. And I think this is going to be a reset. And you've got NeonGray just
no.
debating life here. What is NeonGray going to do? So we just see Wckdtrb take a reset there. We are joined in
Is that MBI?
Discord by MBI.
Yo. How's it
Hey,
going?
GG, MBI.
GG.
MBI, tell us what you thought about this seed.
I didn't like that chaos fight. See, I never found the power bonk, and my only attack increasing spell was on my black mage, who got killed instantly. so I managed to I was doing pretty well in the fight, and then my red mage got killed, and then it used Cure 4. I was just like, oh no. But luckily I got some crits, I managed to take him down.
It was a definitely valid attempt as well. This is one of those seeds with Swiss flags where maybe an item didn't get pushed to a random chest, but man, having the ruby be in Marsh that led to the canoe, and canoe opened up progression.
Yeah, that was terrible. I got lost near the start. I tried going to waterfall without the canoe.
Yeah,
Somehow
can't do that.
Yeah, somehow I forgot that the waterfall's in a river.
MBI, it's Will. GG's. Very well done. Finished it off.
GG.
You were involved in the match yesterday. We were talking about it earlier with Shadow Walker. Did that help prepare you a little bit for what ended up being a ruby required seed?
Did a bit. Like, when I got to ruby, like, I knew, okay, this is where I need to go. Like, I knew that I was going to get the canoe there. So, like, I was already planning out where I was going, like, on the way to the ruby cave. So, definitely did help.
MBI, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an absolute blast. We weren't able to catch your stream during the show, but we'll get another one of these going, and I think we're going to see a lot of you certainly in the future, MBI. So GG's and congratulations. I'll tell you what I told a lot of other people earlier. Your finishing time blows my first few races out of the water, so job well done.
Easily. Mine too.
I just ask, who hit all the damage magic? Because it felt like there was like no attack spells until nuke.
Yeah, you had to get creative with black magic. I ended up taking Bane and Warp at level 1 and Zap at level 2, and I had to rely on the instant kills.
Yeah, I did the same. I wiped to Garland twice, I think.
I wiped to Garland once as well.
Multiple players in this race had trouble in the early game with Garland.
Did any players other than me kill Lich before finding Ruby?
No.
Yes, I did as well, Tarnan, just off of the mainstream.
Awesome.
Wait.
I was hoping I wasn't the only person with that suffering.
So that meant you got the ship, you went up to the Sea Shrine town, you bought the rod there, and then you went back.
That is true, yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I full cleared Earth on the way down to Lich, hoping that the Ruby was there.
You know, I almost did the same. Like I said, I was on my way to Waterfall without the canoe. Like, I almost checked the town, but I decided, no, that's going to be a waste of time.
So I have a... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if I checked the town, I'd probably would have, went to Earth Cave next. And then, I wouldn't have found the ruby for ages. So,
yep.
Lucky I didn't.
I was post an hour and 10 minutes before I was in the air.
I want to kind of go down the list here. We'll start with adversary and go alphabetically here. When you saw that it was the potential at the start of the game to chase down the crown quest, which you knew would lead to the key and then key lock chest, versus making the dive for Marsh Cave, which we found out had progression. Adversary, where was your head at? Which one did you lean towards first, and how'd you feel about it knowing what you know now?
I went well, I knew at this point it was in a not incentivized spot, so I'm thinking volume of chests, and so I just went after the key, and then I just cleared the key chests and opened the canals, and I was like, oh no.
Similar to that question, Zanth, you're still with us, correct?
Yes.
You were the first person to enter the Marsh Cave. You went at too low a level. It looks like you kind of realized that, went and took some fights, and went back to the Marsh Cave. My question is, was that a conscious play? Is that something that you wanted to do, that you felt you wanted to do, as opposed to the crown? Or did you forget that you had the crown option?
I forgot I had the crown.
I do it all the time. Yeah, welcome to the club.
We
totally forgot that I had it.
We thought that maybe you just didn't feel comfortable with your levels and that you wanted to go back. And the whole time I was saying, I love it. If you're going to come, do it. You were one of the first ones to make that dive. I loved it. I didn't know that maybe you forgot the crown, but we're going to pretend you didn't say that.
Thanks.
What a veteran move.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting.
Zanth, you were certainly one of our featured runners tonight. We'd like to thank you for joining us. A question that I've asked multiple people tonight. Did you have fun?
Definitely. It was a lot of fun. A little nerve-wracking to start, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Is there anything that you guys would say to anyone potentially watching right now that has played the game, maybe has never played the game, but is considering joining this community and jumping in?
Do it.
Do it.
I will help you. Come, I will teach you how to play. I'm not the best runner, but I'm a decent teacher.
I mean, just do it. It'll only take you a couple runs to be better than me.
I mean, everyone here is so welcome. Like, I've been in this community, like, probably just 1 week now. It's been crazy, like, how helpful everyone's been.
I think that's one of the things we pride ourselves on here. I know Wckdtrb makes a huge push to always welcome in. We're always trying to help out and answer questions. Set yourself up for SRL, IRCs. If you have no idea what that means, that's not a problem either. We're going to help you set that up.
I did not know what any of that meant 2 weeks ago.
We've got plenty of runners that have to pull up maps alongside all their runs just to figure out which rooms to check. It doesn't matter if you know everything about the game or you've never seen it before tonight. Come join us. Have some fun. We're going to be doing this hopefully on the weekly here. And then leading into the next league and potentially the next tournament couple months.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
One of the nice things about this community as well is that they're not, they don't like to sit on their laurels. There's still a lot in progress for new things to come for the randomizer as well, which is really, really exciting that even though playing a new randomized game every time, it doesn't get boring, there's still more to come. There's more changes. There's an alpha version of the game. There's lots on the horizon that I think even as a new player, it's exciting to see people not being content and saying, okay, how can we make this better?
Mr. Wckdtrb, I think this is your time to shine and maybe talk about a little bit of Meridian Special coming up here soon.
I wish I could put into words, to certainly you players, you guys know what's going on here, even though you've been here for a short amount of time. But to you, the fans of Randomania and Final Fantasy Randomizer, the work that one of our lead developers, his name is Meridian BC, I consider him a friend of mine, is just outrageously good. The time that the gentleman has put in and the product, quality, quantity, and everything that he's done, I've woken this man up, okay, because I thought I had a problem, and he got up and came and helped me with the problem, and we came to find out that we had a bug in our alpha system, and we were able to fix it because of that. And the work that Meridian BC has done on this is just absolutely, completely outstanding. It's one of a kind. Coming up is a version of Final Fantasy in its randomizer form that you've never seen in any other game before, and you probably will see in some other games because of how good the work that this man has put into this, and the love and support from the community is what's driving him to do this. And he's got skills and he's got talent, and I can't say really in words how wonderful and awesome co-op is going to be sometime soon. It's a little off. It's in its infantile stages, if you think of it like that. It's going to be one big, beautiful butterfly, and right now it's a very slow-moving caterpillar.
It is, but leading the charge, and Will, you said it, I think every other gaming community out there is going to copy us. I truly do.
Yes.
You're looking at SNES games that have far more memory and far more technology available at their hands for their developers to kind of mess around with, but here we are on a Final Fantasy I NES game, and Meridian BC has found a way to do networked co-op. I'm not talking about sitting in a voice channel and telling your teammate, hey, guess what I found over here? None of that. No. We're talking about network co-op. If I'm in a partnership with Wckdtrb, if me and him are on a two-man team, if I find the loot, he gets the loot on his game. He can be running an entirely different seed if he wants to, but he gets that item. If I light an orb, he gets the orb. You're talking about true co-op on an NES game, and Meridian BC is the one to thank for that, and everybody else is going to follow.
Yeah. Now, me and Falconic, we're probably the leaders in playtesting for that. I don't think anyone's played more games than we have. Shadow Walker, you had a little experience with cooperative play the other day. Tell us about it, please.
Boy, that was a ton of fun. So Will and Falconic and Nitz and Brilliant and I, we all were on comms. We divided ourselves into two different teams, and we played the co-op. So we had the floor and entry shuffle. So we each had our own team channel, and we were calling out plays. And I'm checking this area, and I'm checking this area. And if you come here, make sure you check this chest to find this item. It was a ton of fun, and it completely changes the nature of the game. It was so much fun.
Update you off stream. Lyra SRL fighting as much as Lyra can. Like I said, I believe this is her. This is their third game I think still in it, still playing this newbie race. So Lyra SRL over on Twitch, feel free to pop over there and give that individual a follow, or perhaps check out the stream. I know that they're an emote only, being in a race, but support for this wonderful, wonderful person. Meanwhile, Wckdtrb, I think he's been in the community for a week, maybe 10 days, probably not even that. On the water floor, trying to finish this seed. Has informations, taken a couple wipes, has the double red wizard party, those double nukes that he benefited from so much early in the game. We'll see if that he can make it pay off this late in the game as he gets to level 26 across the board.
Could be. You know, I think I know why Lyra is not finished yet, and I'll go ahead and say it. I think that they're the true believers in the Vorpal, and they are just digging until they find it.
That's true. Lyra SRL is a member in Vorpal. Yes, Lyra is. Mr. Versetti has joined us now as well. Mr. Versetti, not so much of a controller and hand guy. He's more of a headset on his head type of gentleman. He helps us out with tracking. He joins me and Falconic in the booth as well. We'll see him again really soon. We'll see if we can get him into one of these races as well. Meanwhile, Wckdtrb has pulled Kraken 2. Dual invisibility 2s. Wckdtrb learned from the first round. Kraken still not having it. Falconic, there's the nuke. A third invis 2. How is Wckdtrb going to adapt?
Yeah, we said it earlier. Is this the Fiend that you go full defense or full offense? And when you see Nuke going out, Nuke is non-elemental. You can put up all your ribbons you want. Doesn't matter.
2 Cure 4s and a Power Gauntlet. Stop gets fired out. He paralyzed, looks like the red wizard. But the fast is out. Cure 4 on the knight. He's got 3 warriors, but that white wizard is down to 1 knee with 24 HP. Can Wckdtrb make the adjustments and get through Kraken 2? Slow 2, did that hit the knight?
It did. The knight is... wait, what?
Did it hit?
It hit. It must not have been the knight because that was 4 hits.
He got 4 hits through. I thought the slow 2 hit. Wckdtrb gets off a Cure 4 on the white wizard. That's huge, Falconic.
If he already had fast up, the slow would have taken off the fast.
Cure 4 on a dead red wizard. Turns out you can't res with a Cure 4 there, so that's a waste.
It came out afterwards. Wckdtrb trying to adjust. 3 light warriors. Wckdtrb must protect the white wizard here. You can see, a big hit from Kraken against
but he survives.
He survived. Lightning 3, starting to chip. Full max evasion, essentially, for Wckdtrb against Kraken 2 now. Now, can Wckdtrb attack? I believe it's round 6. Cure 3. Cure 3 into the red wizard. He's going to attack with the knight, trying to find down to 3 fades, trying to save the fade. He's going to run with the white wizard, saving the 3 fade shots for later. That max evasion coming into play. Kraken goes for a physical attack and misses. You like that when he goes to reach out and touch you, Falconic. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't like being touched by a Kraken. I don't know anybody that does.
Lightning 3 gets through. Wckdtrb takes out Kraken 2 with 3 warriors alive, including the white wizard.
Yeah, I like the choice of holding back the fades. It was really tough because fade and life share the same level. And you have to choose, do you want that sustain from life, or do you want that damage to get through the Fiend? I like his choice.
Wckdtrb pulls him at 2. Starts up the evasion cloaks. Invisibility 2 comes out. Only 3 warriors into this fight. Another gets off. A Power Gauntlet, casting the Saber Spawn the knight. Tiamat takes a big swing, only around 100 damage. Wckdtrb got to like to see that. Another Power Gauntlet trying to saber up that knight. The knight is the killer here for Wckdtrb. Trying to get through here. There's a nuclear.
Nuclear from Tiamat.
Nuclear from Tiamat, not doing a ton of damage, but it's trouble. Does Wckdtrb heal? Does he attack? What is he going to do? He's going to heal the knight and Cure 4 the white wizard. I think it's a smart play. There goes the knight. 300 damage and a Cure 4 onto the white wizard. He's playing this really well, Falconic.
I like it. It sucks to lose that red wizard, but keep it up. You're going to get the swings on the knight. You got Cure 4 on the white wizard.
398 from the knight. Tiamat retorts with 90, only 90. Gonna save that cure. He's got 2 cure 4s left and 2 heal 3s on the same level. Oh, and he's gonna go 1 heal potion. Oh no. Okay. 7 hits, 413. The important thing here right now is Tame at 2's down. He has no heal pots. He's got 2 cure. Oh no.
But a heal.
2 lives.
Oh, God.
Cure
3. Heal 3? Does he have heal 3?
He's got heal 3's on the same level as cure 4.
Oh yeah, you don't waste that.
He's got 3 of them. 3 cure 4s. He's using.
Oh, he just used a cure 3 and it's the same level as fast right before chaos.
Okay, oh no, not these guys again.
Yeah, if
very
there's one
last
spell I'm not wasting before chaos, I am not wasting a fast. I don't care how my health looks.
Oh.
I put
4
eggs in my ninja's gonna have a fast charge basket, and he died before it went off.
4 warriors are alive for Wckdtrb. Wckdtrb has made it to the Chamber of Chaos. That's the important part, and 4 warriors are alive. Wckdtrb is out of heal potions. The spells are very, very scant. Good levels 26 and 27. Look at Wckdtrb going through the spells. See what he's doing. He's trying to figure out, what am I going to do? How many fast do I have? I don't think he's got any fast. He has 0
one
fast.
fast left. 1.
He has 1 on the other red wizard. Okay.
Yes.
All right. What do you do?
Yeah. Remember, fans, this is a new player game. You have not seen these names before. This is how you learn. And we're getting a good inside track for Wckdtrb. You're going through the process of, how am I going to attack? How am I going to beat chaos with limited resources?
Especially since we know what's coming from chaos, and that rhymes with schmur schmore.
I would have liked to see him use fast the first round from that red wizard instead of using Invis 2.
Well, explain that. Why? As a new runner, why would you say that?
So you don't know how strong chaos is going to be. He might throw a nuke and your red wizard go down round 1. He might hit you physically for 400, just like that. And suddenly you don't have that fast charge anymore. So you need to get that off as fast as possible in order to have a chance of getting that on your night.
Tarnin, are you still there?
I am.
Tarnin, tell me why fast is the better spell to cast before temper.
Well, because fast essentially straight up doubles your damage output, whereas temper just adds a third of a chance of an extra hit along with a little bit of extra damage. It's significant once it pumps up a number of times, but after just 1, it doesn't increase your damage by nearly as much as doubling it.
So fast does not stack, temper does. Like he just said, you can continue to buff up your damage. You can only double up your hits once, but you can continue to just increase, much like the power gauntlet's going to do there for that night. Continue to increase the damage output, and if you can get enough of those out there and keep that guy alive, man, you're going to swing for the fences. You could fast and temper up a wooden stick if you wanted to, and eventually it's going to do some damage.
Yep. It'll get there eventually. Against basically any chaos.
Yeah, I think I needed about 3 charges from the power gauntlet from the Saber spell in order to be able to actually take out chaos. Because I did see his cure 4. So I knew that was on the table.
With my fast caster dying before he got his fast off, I ended up going with 6 bonks to get through it once the cure 4 landed.
So in these flags, was the power gauntlet something that you guys were trying to prioritize? If you never found it, were you okay? If you didn't find it, were you trying to find it? Is it a must-have item?
The way that I tend to look at it is that you want 2 of the following: a decent weapon, the power gauntlet, or temper with a bunch of casts. Once you have 2 of those, I generally think you're fine.
Right, and since temper was off the table, it really prioritized the power gauntlet. I ended up getting really lucky, and the first Fiend dungeon I went to was Mirage Sky, and I found the power gauntlet, and that's when I decided I was in go mode.
Wckdtrb continues to fight chaos down to 2 light warriors, another power gauntlet. Lightning 2 from chaos. Wckdtrb sticking in this fight. Now, it was a long chaos fight for a lot of people. The power gauntlet, you can hear all the players talking about it. Very important here. Wckdtrb attacks. 326. Down goes Chaos.
Down.
Wckdtrb took him down. All right. 2 hours,
Wckdtrb.
46 minutes, 32 seconds. GG's Wckdtrb. We'll see if we can get him in here.
Wckdtrb, if you're watching this VOD later, I need you to know that my first 2 races in FFR, and I'm somebody that played FF1 since 1990. I played this for 30 years. My first 2 FFR races were not anywhere near sub 3 hours. And here you are at 246. That's a very well played race. And that's all. That is not an easy seed with that canoe locked.
Yep.
This seed was quite trolly.
Well, and all the Fiend ones were pretty trolly too with their super high hit point pools.
Well, all you had to do was, zap the Fiends like Moist Mogwai did.
Nice.
Okay, I believe we are running a little low on time, fans. I think we got another match coming up. I believe it's Dragon Warrior. We're going to see if we can get Wicked in here for one quick last word. We're not quite sure. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up right now pretty quick here. We'll see if we can get him in. Final thoughts. Our winner tonight is Whappy. Congratulations and GG's. Whappy's not with us. Shadow Walker. Final thoughts.
Just dive right in, honestly. About a week and a half ago was my first time diving in with these guys, joining the community and going into the races. I was a bit intimidated, thinking that there's no way I'm ever going to have times like these guys. But I decided to jump right in and do it, and I was surprised what I found out.
Thank you, Shadow Walker. We do have our recent finisher, Wckdtrb, joins us. GG's and congratulations, Wicked. How was the game? How are you feeling?
Oh man. Well, until Ice, I actually started feeling pretty good because I started wondering, okay, who's gonna make the play on Vampire and Earth, and who's gonna make the play to just dip Marsh?
So, Wicked, we asked a bunch of people here, and we'll go ahead and ask you as well. The early game kind of gave you that choice, whether or not you wanted to go ahead and finish up the crown quest, lead yourself to the crystal, the herb, the key, and then check all those chests, versus going to Marsh. When did you realize that was on the table, and what were your thoughts?
So before dipping Marsh, my first thought was, okay, if I'm going to have to hit Marsh, I better go in there with the key. And since I got the crown, I put a cabin right there up at Astus in case things went south. I could always reset out of that, if it was like a bridge or something at the end of all of it. But I wanted to get in there with a key and hit the key chest because I just felt that, you're going to need that key. And it was a gamble that I thought that would be a good idea to take.
I like that move. A lot of people won't dive Marsh at all, and if they do, they're going to wait till they have the key, especially if something was locked. I don't know that we saw anything locked today, unless I'm mistaken.
No.
Not worthwhile.
But it's a smart play nonetheless. So you open up, you get the ruby, you get the canoe. That led to the next split. So you get the canoe, and as a new player, that opens up 3 areas. You could go Crescent Lake and make your way to Volcano and Ice being incentivized, or you could take your ship down to Ordeals. Wicked, start off, and we'll kind of lead into others. Where does your mind go then? Now you've got 3 places to group together. Where do you go from there? What do you think?
So I knew we had the ruby, and that leads to a real quick and easy Sarda check. And in a race that Will was watching the other day, I missed Sarda altogether until like the very, very end. So I wanted to grab Sarda as quick as possible. I knew I didn't have a bunch of levels, and in order to try to make some levels, canoe plus canoe plus ship equals Ordeals to me. It's easier to get in and out of. Yeah. But then Ice, as you saw, was painful, to say the least.
I call a trip to Ice Cave similar to a trip to the dentist. No one wants to do that.
You gotta go, but you don't want to.
I'm curious, how many people did end up diving Ice Cave? Because that's where I went first.
I did not.
I did.
I went up to the Frosties. They wiped me, so I said, forget that. I'm not going to keep looking.
Yeah, I think we talked about that during the race. When you're presented, and this is just a veteran talking to anyone still listening, when you pick up the canoe and you've got the ship and you open up the idea of doing volcano or ice or going to ordeals, I think the smarter play 7 out of 10 times is to do ordeals. And Will, you and I talked about this. It's because ordeals is short, right? You can reset out if something's nasty, but it's also a really, really great place to get level versus Ice Cave, which is super deadly. Is there ever a reason you would do ice before ordeals on these flags?
On these flags, yes, every now and then. Access to warp. If I feel that I just want to get that incentivized chest and leave, I can always go back later. Or if I feel if I have a strong party, if I dug out, maybe the tail early and an airship comes early, and I have access to a weapon like the Vorpal sword, maybe some spells like Harm 4 could be very effective there. Fire 3, obviously a nuke or a fade. And I knew that my opponent would more than likely skip the ice cave. I might get there as soon as I possibly can to potentially get those chests and get that. And should something pop out of there, the power gauntlet, something along those lines, I'll have it. And it's more effective against an opponent in a race to have something like that early, whether it's a Mazmoon or a pro cape, a pro ring, and flame armor. Even those 3 things can pop. The sooner you can get those items where your opponent doesn't have them, the more effective getting them can be in a match.
So where was a decent weapon? Man, I struggled with that.
I wish I knew.
I turned in the adamant for Excal, and I called it good.
Hey,
Volcano.
Wicked, let me ask you this, Wicked. What parts of Volcano did you not check?
Top chests. That's like back chests on floor 2, I think it was. That was like it.
Do you want to then follow that up with where the Mazmoon was?
Oh, son of...
Was it seriously?
Yes, it was. I got it there.
This is like the one race out of 50 that I don't open those chests.
You know those 2 chests together above the big, huge cluster of them on the 2nd floor? The one with the fire elemental in front? Yeah, that was the Mazmoon, and I believe, was it Dragon Armor or the Opal Bracelet or something really good?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, those 2 really good things right next to each other there.
Mazmoon, Opal Bracelet, ribbon in the Volcano Armory.
So for me, by the time I hit Volcano, I felt like I was really far behind because I just had that bluster in ice. So I felt like I needed to pick low-hanging fruit.
Yep.
Yeah, that was basically why I skipped most of the Sea Shrine and the tower and Sky Castle. I felt I was so far behind, I just skipped them, and I had everything I felt I really needed, so I just went.
We talked about this, I think twice earlier, Falconic. Being new to the game and just jumping into the pool head first, it's absolutely awesome. We still do have a player off stream. It's Lyra. We believe they're 3rd seed. Lyra's right around where we were, Falconic. Pretty much exactly where we were time-wise and progression-wise. So, Lyra, I'm with you because we're in the same boat.
Yeah, Lyra unfortunately does come in last place here, but I really, truly hope that they watch this VOD back and hear exactly what I'm about to say. You still are making a push faster than what I did in my first 2 runs. And I truly mean that. If not for this community and everything that I watched from VODs and learning, I played this game for 30 years and still put up a time that is about 30 minutes away from where you are now. I think my first run was about 3 hours, 29 minutes. And it was what I would consider now, knowing what I know, a jet seed. I think I got floater and canoe right away. Do not let this discourage you. You're talking about a game that in vanilla took most people over 12 hours to beat.
Oh, yeah.
And you're jumping in and you're almost at the end here at 3 hours. So don't be discouraged. Keep playing. Join us. Learn from us. Smoke us in the future because I'm sure you will.
We'd like to thank Randomania for hosting us tonight for our new player showcase race. Fresh faces, new names, names I think you're going to see a lot of in the future. Captain Green for doing all the restreaming tonight, taking care of all that. Thank you very much. Wolfman 2000 helping out from Randomania, getting us on the air. Certainly helped me out earlier putting this together. Falconic, obviously, thank you for joining me. Always a pleasure, buddy.
Always.
Thank you. Demarine taking
and
care of all the tracking. Demarine taking care of all the tracking, keeping us on our toes, telling us where the Mazmoon was, catching us up on all the ribbons. Fantastic, absolute bang up job. We heard from Shadow Walker from Final Words. Moist Mogwai, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Miss, I've been playing this for some 6 weeks. Within a minute of a win tonight against all these new racers. Any final thoughts tonight?
It was a great ride, this whole scene. And like everyone said, and I'll go ahead and echo it again, it's a great community to jump into. Even if this isn't the only game that you play, we usually on the weekends do some kind of fun runs or, whatever else streams and off topic. So give us a join.
We'll move on to the adversary. Adversary, are you still with us, my friend?
Yeah, I just set my mic down for a second.
Thank you for joining us. Any final thoughts on this great match tonight?
It was a great race. It was a ridiculous seed, but a great race. It was good fun, man.
Shadow Walker, one of our newest members, but I think it's got Will and I on edge on the end of our seats.
Yeah.
We're kind of scared.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I don't think anything that hasn't already been said. It's a ton of fun. Don't be scared to jump into the community. There are people that will help you, resources that you can use. We're always looking for new people to come hang out and have fun with us.
Well said. Wicked. Anything else you want to say here on this second week of newbie races?
I just want to say thanks to you and Will and to my fellow racers, that all the other newbies that got to play this with me. This was a whole heck of a lot of fun, and I've got all of your numbers because I came in 9th, so that means I got to beat 8 more of you guys.
Wckdtrb, absolute pleasure. I hope you get a chance to watch back the video. I think you'll certainly enjoy it. Tarnin, are you still with us, my friend?
I am.
Final thoughts tonight.
Are we still live?
We are.
Awesome. Anybody listening, seriously, come join us. If you have never played Final Fantasy, any Final Fantasy game, but this looks cool, join us. If this doesn't look cool because it was too linear for you, we've got Floor and Entrance Shuffle, and it's amazing. Like, seriously, join. There are enough settings in the randomizer, because Nitz and Meridian are just amazing, and everyone else who's worked on it, that I can find you flags that you will like. Just show up. We will help you. As for my opponents, good job, everyone. The people who beat me by 10 minutes, that's awesome. I am proud that so many people beat me by 10 minutes. Like, that's just really freaking great. Yeah.
Thank you, Tarnin. Wckdtrb, you had something else you wanted to add?
Yeah, I wanted to mention that I dedicated this race to my kitty, Sweetie. We had to put her to sleep the other day, so it was a tough battle with heart failure. So
for Kitty.
For the kitty.
For the kitty. For the kitty. MBI. Are you still with us?
I am.
We're still live. We're gonna go in. We're wrapping up the show right now.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on this great match tonight.
I can't wait for week 3. That's all I can say.
That's right. MBI, welcome to the club. Been here 2 weeks, jumping in head first. A perfect example of it. Certainly, thank you for joining us tonight, Captain Green, Wolfman, Demarine, certainly Falconic. It's been a pleasure, Falconic.
Smooth as always. Short of Moist Falcon, I gotta say we're probably tied for tops or second place. Very fun. I think Team Vorpal just naturally leads the way, much in the way that the Vorpal leads the way amongst all weapons.
No question about that whatsoever.
Adversary, MBI, Shadow Walker, Tarnin, Wicked, Zanth. Gotta love all you guys for joining us here. Really setting the stage for the newbie race that Mr. Will Cleosis himself has spearheaded. really trying to make his mark on the community, trying to welcome everybody. You really couldn't ask for anybody else to kind of take the admin role here than Wckdtrb. So special shout outs to him. I think you guys all agree. Get your name out there. Really, really fun to watch. All because of him. Zanth, anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, this was the first actual real race I've done, and this was a lot of fun. And being featured, that'll be cool to go back and watch. I'm looking forward to it and doing more in the future. Hopefully the leagues or something this fall. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That is something that we're working on. Tyrannex, a great runner, wonderful player of the game, is working on a league, sort of a weekly race during the summer. We just started that. Me and Falconic, we did that last week. I'm not sure what it is this week. Do you know, Falconic? Is it Thursday? I don't know.
So it's tentatively Thursday. We have a lot of balls in the air. We've got the synchronous race, which is a once a week. So far, it's set for Thursday. I think we have it at 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern, where everybody joins one SRL room together. You play a standard set of flags, something from the tournament, and you get to compare your times. And if that's not your flavor, if you can't make that time, we're working on an asynchronous race where it's the same deal, pretty standard flags. Everybody gets to race it, but you have all week to get it done and then compare your times against other people. So that's also fun. Then we also have the challenge seed that we roll out each week. And those are a little bit wacky, a little bit different. This week we got to do how low can you go? Try to take on the game without gaining levels. How quickly can you beat the game? Can you avoid encounters? I think we had a couple people taking on Chaos, maybe short of level 15. And then on top of that, we've got the newbie races. So a lot of things in the air. And do we have a finals match coming up?
6 p.m. Eastern time. It's right here on Randomania. Tuesday evening. It's the franchise. Ice Blue looking for revenge. He made it to the finals last year. He fell just short to the eventual champion, Tristal MTG, taking on Edgeworth, the gentleman that I picked to win this match. He ran through me in the Swiss rounds and completely dominated me. One heck of a player looking. He was taken out by Ice Blue in the semis last year. They're back. They're showing how good they are. They're squaring off for the title. It's best 2 out of 3. It starts Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's right here on Randomania. It's your home for all of the randomizers. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and send this off to our last player, Lyra SRL. Wonderful, wonderful person. I've spent a lot of time coaching here and getting this player going, and amazing. Sticking with it. Still fighting this game. Not giving up. Not giving in. Wants to finish this. I can tell you this. They ain't giving up. For my partner tonight, my tag team partner, Falconic FF, my name is Wckdtrb. Thank you for joining us. Off to Lyra SRL.
Team Vorpal.